wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab.
Hey,
that's Letha. I am Travis. It's Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Rollins.
Raw and
it's on Sci-Fi.
News.
If you're like looking at it and you're like, where is it?
It's on Sci-Fi this week because of the Olympics, guys. Also, the first hour of it is not going to have any commercials.
Commercial
so
free,
no commercial
1 hour
breaks. So we'll get lots of talking and lots and more talking.
Six first.
What do you need?
6.
That? Oh.
1 week from Saturday.
1 week from the
So basically, hey Janelle, yeah, basically it's 2 weeks away. A little under 2 weeks.
We have Film in the chat though. Hey Film, and Walter says he'll see us later at 9:06 p.m. and Ravi's out there. Ravi says Bliss is not on TV live tonight. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't assume she's going to be here, but you never can tell. But we do have a women's Elimination Chamber match coming up. And so we have 5 of the women already set. We got Doudrop, Esther, Liv Morgan. It's the same women we always have. What is it? Nikki A.S.H. and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, those people.
And so with those 5, we're still waiting on the third or the 6th member of that, which could be Blister, it could be Asuka, it could be Bailey.
Right.
But it can't be Becky unless they keep it wide open and Becky beats Lita and then they go ahead and do that. But that would just be weird.
That would be really weird.
To make Becky wrestle twice in one night.
Yeah, that would totally be weird.
But anyways, right now, it looks like we have the Alpha Academy week 3 coming to a culmination. What was it called? This the whole competition, it was called something.
Oh, being smart.
Yeah, the Alpha Academy.
Genius something.
IQ test, that's what it was.
IQ test.
So we are tied. The scooter race went to the Alpha Academy, and the spelling bee went to the RK Bros.
But Riddle does have a match tonight against Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
That's crazy. I guess that's why, because they are going to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing.
Anyways, as you said, Janelle is in the chat. Hi, Janelle. Sophie's out there. Hey, Sophie. Luna's with us. It says, thank you,
hey,
commercial
Luna.
Free. Sophie says, hi, guys. The first hour will be commercial free. Yeah, we said it, too. It's happening.
It's basically like a pay-per-view for the first hour.
Man, Bargasta is in the chat. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Thanks for joining us.
Sophie says the next 2 weeks going to be interesting without that many people have sci-fi. Ravi says, do your thumbs up friend is starting the show, right? Golfleshia is in the chat. Says, I remember when a lot of ghost shows was on the Sci-Fi Channel about a decade ago. Now they went to Discovery.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. She used to watch that. Well, I did, and she'd just sleep through it.
Yeah, every time we'd watch it, I'd just fall asleep. James Howell's in the chat. Hey, James says, Mad Dog is in the house. Sophie says they should make all 3 hours commercial free. If they did that, then it wouldn't be 3 hours.
Yeah, that would just be a pay-per-view. Throw a candy bar in the corner and just let it go. Maybe a candy bar and a beer. Some lingerie. Some feminine products. Something in the corners. Anyways, this is last week when the RK Bro were skating around the outside. Then the Alpha Academy, Big Otis, tackled the Bro, Riddle. And they won it handedly. R-Truth was the flagman.
They only did because they got attacked.
Sheesh.
They gotta explain.
He must have
rules.
really liked the freaking movies in the 80s.
I'm trying to think what movie that's even from.
I think it's from Weird Science.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we should be able to understand this.
Okay.
Because it's for the moronic mouth breathers of the Denver area.
I'm not in the Denver area, so...
Yeah, we're at a mile high.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so multiple choice.
America ran into a wall. Ooh, took out the other skater. Ouch.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit.
Oh, snap. Ouch. Took out the Japanese girl. Sorry. He's telling us all of the, rules that they have for their categories.
Cartoons.
Metric conversions. Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. How's it going?
That is some good. There's 9 categories.
They're asking which president was the first to be elected.
I'm pretty sure Lincoln's a high school
degree.
dropout who went and got his law degree on his own.
Oh. Robbie's like, just woke up from a little nap. It's probably good for you since it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you. Robbie's like, boo, Ayla. It's not very nice.
I'm going to say it's either Thomas Jeff or Adams.
Are you going to answer the question, though?
Me?
No, him.
Oh.
He just keeps talking.
I figured as much. I knew it wasn't Lincoln, and I knew it wasn't Washington.
Well, they do have a university named after John Adams, so I guess it would make sense.
Biology.
Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto says hello. I can't watch Raw tonight. I don't have sci-fi.
Ah, shoot. Well, you're more than welcome to hang out with us. We'll try to tell you what's happening.
That. Biology question. An octopus may have 8 arms, but how many hearts does it have?
I think
Ayla should know. She loves octopi.
I think.
Took me to Maui for the sick expedition. Riddle talking.
3, huh?
Vindicator says, I'm just in time, guys. Are you playing along with this cornball Jeopardy Academy game? So much for tuning into a wrestling show for wrestling guys.
Hey, the first hour is commercial free.
Yeah. Ayla's like, no booing me. And Robbie says, I will boo you again for saying that, Ayla.
Greek mythology. I would have missed that when I said 2 hearts, by the way. I didn't know anything about octopi.
Ayla's like, apparently Travis didn't like my thumbnail I made. I'm fine. Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, who flew too close to the sun and fell to his death when his wax wings melted? Yeah.
That's a fact.
Everybody should know that one. Even people who don't follow Greek Academy.
I flew too close to the sun. Cartoons. Riddle. Not Riddle. Randy.
Everybody's like, cartoons. Which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle used a pair of nunchucks to fight Shredder? Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael.
I didn't know it was a cartoon. I never watched the cartoons. I had the video game. It's got to be Raphael. Oh, it's Michael. Wait, doesn't Randy have to answer?
No.
It's just your whole group?
Yeah, I guess.
So Otis doesn't have to answer
Otis
anything?
doesn't ever have to answer, I guess.
Yeah, let Otis get a say.
The whole audience, yeah! Randy's like, you guys need to shut up. I have to talk mean. Robbie says, heisgoal.com for a link for Raw tonight. I didn't say that. La 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 la.
Connect the dots.
Ayla says 3 hearts and blue blood. See, I knew she knew. She loves octopi or octopus.
What state?
Which of these states is the largest of the 48 continental United States? A, Texas, B, California, C, Montana, or D, Colorado? Oh, God. They're, like, trying to make him all, like,
Was
smart.
Montana in that grouping? Not that it's the
They'll
biggest
show
one.
the thing again. Of course, Texas has the most.
It's not the most. It's the biggest.
It is the biggest.
Yeah. In the continental. Alaska's bigger.
Bigger. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Alaska beats all of it. They didn't say all 50 states, so. Pop culture.
Woo!
Vindicator says there's like 10 people on their cell phones during this sham of a knockoff. Commercials could only save the ratings.
Oh, I know this one.
In 2018, global superstar Justin Bieber married model Hailey Baldwin, who is the daughter of which famous actors? Stephen Baldwin, Alec Baldwin, Billy Baldwin, or Daniel Baldwin?
I call him the murderer.
He's not a murderer.
Oh, he didn't kill somebody?
He didn't mean to kill him.
Because he didn't check his weapon?
That's not his job.
I
It's
feel
the
like it's your
prop
job.
person's job
If
to
you
check
have
the
a gun
weapon.
in your hand, you check your ammunition.
That's why they have somebody out there who's a professional with guns, and she didn't check the ammunition correctly.
I don't think it worked out very well for anybody involved.
I don't think it did either.
Did he say Alec and it's wrong?
Treasure?
That's not right.
It is. She's not Alex's kid. It is a Baldwin, but it's the Stephen Baldwin's daughter.
I thought it was Kim Basinger's daughter.
Mm-mm.
Then who's their kid? Don't they have a daughter?
They do.
That's not who he married?
He went off on her whatever.
Haley, right?
No, her name's not Haley. Anyways, Vindicator's like knockoff show. Film and literature. Which Shakespeare play has been adapted into the most movies? Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Othello, or Macbeth? I'm going to say Romeo and Juliet. Anybody else out there? Vindicator says, put a question up there where the answer is Idaho. Ayla says, what is Idaho? The answer is potato.
Well, it's got to be Romeo and Juliet if you're keeping the name of it. But the story could easily be a couple of the others. So it depends on if they're counting it as the name of the show.
Nope.
Hamlet.
Then it's probably, yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
The
like,
most adaptations.
that is the question.
So Otis said Hamlet, but Chad Gable told him to
Yeah,
shush.
he said and he's like, sheesh. But he did it nice. He's like, sheesh.
They're going to get it correct. They'll have a tie. I was like, this is a waste of time, this segment. It's fun. Come on, guys. Have some fun.
What is it?
What's it going to be?
Metric conversions
Which
or
one?
geography?
Sports.
Or did they already do geography?
They haven't done geography. Sports. They're going with sports. Which quarterback has the most wins in Denver Broncos history? Peyton Manning,
Come on.
Jake Plummer, Jay Cutler, or John Elway?
Well, Elway's got over 300, so I'm pretty sure we're going to leave that one. Phone a
He's gonna
friend.
ask Denver for some help.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Now there's some crowd noise that you'll actually hear. Good job, and they got the crowd involved. That's how you do it. There you
Hey,
go.
brought it up to a tie.
Robbie's like, get the likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new.
Woo!
Robbie says, this is a waste of time. Oh, I read that. Vindicator says, Ayla, do you know how to make potato salad? Robbie's like, LOL, Vin, I wouldn't trust Ayla to make the jelly. Oh, Ayla's like, I know how to make my potato salad. I had the same potato salad. Everyone makes it different. Robbie's like, LOL, DJ, I'm just not feeling it. Why not? Come on, it's fun. Don't you like game shows? Game shows are fun.
What is it? U.S. president's done. Pop culture's done. Biology's gone. Metrics. Yep, that's the only one left. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Be easy.
How many grams are in an ounce?
32, maybe. 32 It's like 33, so it's probably 32, I think. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's definitely not 12.
He's going to know. And they're in Colorado.
Because it's weed.
Because it's weed. He's going to fucking know because it's about weed. Oh, my God.
The other day when I was calibrating my scales. He's supposed to say, are you the only one that bakes? He said, you think I'm the only one that bakes? 28. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? I should have known that from back in the weed days.
Yes.
And I didn't think about it because that's what you weigh it out on your scale.
Yeah.
I had a triple beam.
Well, that you always had to have, but you always had the ones where you hung them like this, and you always had to weigh the baggie first. So
I didn't have those. I had a triple beam, like a true triple beam.
Did you?
Yeah. So I just put it on there.
I was dating a very, very low life person. They weren't,
Boom.
high up in the
Otis is pissed. So they won. They won the IQ test. What's Otis going to do? It looks like he's going to attack him, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a match later on, so he can.
Yeah.
But Randy doesn't, that we know of.
Buzz him again. Somebody buzz him again.
He falls down every time it goes off.
Maybe you and Robbie can teach each other how to make your own version. See if you could learn new tricks from each other, build up a friendship, Rob is like, never heard of the people in the question. You never heard of some of the people in the questions? Like, I get the U.S. president one, you wouldn't know, but the other ones were, like, Shakespeare is not American. Shakespeare is English.
Yeah, if you're talking about the football team, then it's different.
The football one is different, too, for a sport. That's, our football is the big round
I would assume
thing.
that everybody in the world knows who John Elway is, but, I guess I could be wrong.
Right? Ayla's like, I have made strawberry jelly. I put it in a cake. I don't know if the UK thinks jelly is Jell-O. I don't make Jell-O. Jelly here is jam. Ayla says Robbie doesn't even know what a potato is. Robbie's like, Vindicator, I don't like potato salad. Robbie says, I like game shows, but just not this. Vindicator says, Robbie, what kind of vegetables grow in the UK? Vindicator, they grow the same vegetables.
I'm pretty sure
everybody.
they're all the same.
Vegetables. Oh my God, you and Travis. Do you guys have vegetables? That's so weird.
Do you guys just run around with
Ayla
scurvy?
is a potato. Heidi from Staten Island's in the chat.
Hey, Heidi.
How smart was he? Good bonus question. Ooh, let's see, who is it? Oh, they put him on the spot there. Yeah, he thinks it's hilarious.
The Elf Academy.
Is that a challenge?
And we want the smoke.
Robbie's like, LOL, Ayla is a potato. Heidi from Staten Island says Randy has been watching some football in his time. Ayla says, I do resemble a potato, thanks. Ravi says, all the standard ones, Vin. Ravi says, yeah, Ayla, you defo do. And Ayla says, Ravi, what is a standard vegetable? Ravi's like, Ayla, I will let you work that out. Vindicator says, finally, this garbage is over. They just wasted 20 minutes of airtime. Classic Raw me. All of a sudden, I miss Brock Lesnar as his lame jokes. Ayla's like, I'll have a standard salad with standard veggies. None of that fancy vegetable stuff. I was like, Street Profits looking to kick some ass. Yes.
Miz TV. He pulled a fast one on him last week.
That's hilarious.
And won.
He's like, oh man, I tripped. You tripped me. How could you?
Ray and Dom have to break up if they're going to do that angle within the next 2 months.
Miz TV's having them as a special guest tonight.
Oh, Jesus. And Maurice is in the house.
Oh,
I don't know how you couldn't be excited.
Oh. The almighty Bobby Lashley.
How many days until Mania?
412.
Nah, I've got it right here. 54. 54 days. Poor Goldberg. Like, people hate him now.
Oh, because he is all mean?
And old.
Oh.
And they're like, oh my God, why does he keep fighting all these young people? It's like, trust me, it's not him that's booking these things. It's not like he's like, okay, I'm going to sign a contract, but I have to beat Brock, The Fiend,
right.
Roman, Bobby. I'm excited for that match. You know, next week, in 2 weeks, on SmackDown, Sami Zayn's going one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura. Obviously, it'll be recorded this Friday, because it's going to be pre-recorded. But that should be a pretty good one. I watched this earlier today. This figure skating thing over here. I swear that was the biggest cheat in the history of any sport that I've ever seen. Never in my life have I ever seen anything like it.
Right.
They restarted the race because she fell down. And then she won gold.
The Italian?
This Italian girl, yeah.
What the fuck?
Absolutely just disgusting.
Why would they do that?
Well, the referee has the ability to see if they show it. No. Anyway, she fell on the first try. So they restarted the race, and then she won. Horseshit.
Well, they should have restarted the race for that American falling. And the Japanese that got taken out because of it.
Horseshit. It has to be within the first 12 cones or something.
Oh.
That was later in the match.
Well,
anyways, right now we have the Alpha Academy in there with the Street Profits. Dawkins in there with Shorty G, whatever they call him. Chad Gable. Still call him Shorty G. It was like 18 years ago.
All right.
Back when he was in college. Sheesh! Ford landing on his feet. Over the top. Big kick! Oh, shit. Otis getting working. That's going to hurt Ford's back. Now is he going to be able to elevate without a back? Bling, bling.
What was that about?
It's going to be your stuff that you got in the mail.
Oh. Did you have Miss Voldemort tell you a joke about pirates?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Is it Pirate Day?
No, it's not Pirate Day.
I like pirate jokes.
So who do you think's going to win? Do you think the Alpha Academy is going to win this?
I feel like they're the better team and they're the champions, so yes.
You think that they're the better team?
Well, right now they're the more pushed team, but absolutely not even close. But Otis changes the game. Did you see that? That was really all of his weight on Ford.
Jesus.
He landed with his chest only. See, watch this. That's legit. Watch this. Oh, his feet weren't even on the
His
ground.
belly. Let's see. Ravi says, "D excited for Dom and Ray to go on D." Oh, am I? Didn't think
Absolutely.
So.
Who doesn't
Rob's
want to
like,
see Miz?
"Oh, Vin raw meat can never be cooked." LOL. Sophie says, "If Brock wins the Chamber, what's the point of him winning the Rumble then?"
I don't see him winning the Chamber.
I think he just wants to be in the Chamber so he can beat asses.
Well, I mean, obviously, a lot of people are going to pick Brock to win that. I just don't see it. I don't see why Bobby would only have the title for 21 days. And Brock's only going to have the title for 28 before he lost it at the Rumble anyway, so it's all weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for them to go at it again.
Sophie,
Bobby's the better champion.
Right?
Just let
Sophie
it
says,
be.
"I thought this was commercial free."
It is.
Was
there
there
a
a
commercial?
commercial?
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice a commercial.
I'm seeing commercials because I'm watching Picture in Picture and the ice racing.
Ayla's like, "How do you get cooked meat? Just comes off the animal cooked?" Vindicator says, "Oh, their ratings will be cooked tonight, Ravi. Literally nothing exciting is happening except Lita parents now that they sidelined my girl Liv in favor of her."
Right. In the old days, what the Aborigines used to do is, this is way before Australia was a place. They would take fire that they would find, because they didn't actually have the ability to make it, and they would take it and then they would start the forest on fire in areas, like a controlled burning, and then they just walk through and eat all the animals.
Huh.
So they were cooking meat way before most cultures were.
That's kind of strange. Let's see. Ayla's like, "Ice could never be water." Robbie's like, "Ayla, in your world it must be."
Oh, shit.
Vindicator's like, "LOL at Ayla." Ayla's like, "It
Gable,
must be a
belly to
mental
belly.
block when you can only reach so far, so can your brain." Vindicator says, "There was no point, Sophie. It was just a setup for title versus title with Roman, a dumb roundabout way of doing things, which is McBossman's specialty these days."
Yeah, it makes no sense not pushing anybody. They obviously could have had somebody else win the Rumble by Brock not even being in it.
Mm-hmm.
But he already picked Roman. So that's why I don't think he's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
Although I don't see how he could lose unless all the guys lay on him at the same time. Or like each guy hits him with a finisher and then they all lay on him.
Yeah.
Because they don't like Brock to just get beat. He come flying over there like Captain Save-A-Ho.
That's right. Robbie's like, "Come on, Otis, just flatten him." And Chris Akani's in the chat. "Hey, Chris," says, "Hey, Travis and D."
Hey, Chris.
Sophie says, "They keep going back and forth if they want to do title versus title at Mania."
I sure hope not. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do it, and it's just better if Bobby has a title. It makes for another main event match. That's it.
Dawkins got pinned
The Alpha Academy.
by Mr. Chad Gable.
But yeah, I mean, it makes it more sense to have two main events than, two top quality main event type matches rather than just one.
Yeah.
If Bobby doesn't have the title and he wrestles RK Bro or something, it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it. So it makes a lot more sense for Bobby to have a title match against whoever, Seth Rollins probably, than anybody else. Right? That's who it's got to be, right?
Right.
Seth?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, because RK Bro, I guess they could break up and they could do something.
Right. True. I mean, yeah. Ramit is in the chat. "Hey, Ramit," says, "Former WWE writer gives his take on AEW potentially signing Paige, a.k.a. Saraya." Okay.
Did Paige get cut or something? I didn't know Paige got cut, but maybe she was in those big cuts.
Maybe. Sophie says, "I saw Walter in another chat." Cool. Sophie says the Brock spot for both Rumble and the Elimination Chamber pay-per-views could have went to anybody else. Ravi says, "LOL, Vin lead on TV tonight is underwhelming. LOL."
Yeah, I do not like the idea of him being in that Elimination Chamber match. Because if he loses, it looks bad. If he wins, it looks bad.
Right.
He should have just had his own match. And they could have done something awesome. Him and Ricochet or him and somebody else. Oh, shit. Who else they have on Raw that he could wrestle? Rey Mysterio or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
almost anybody.
Yeah. Aoife's in the chat. Hey, Aoife. Says, hi, guys. How's it going, Aoife? How you doing, hun?
Hey, Aoife.
Bryce is in the chat. Bryce says, hey, D and Mr. Travis. What up?
Hello.
Happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday. Ramit says, ex-writer of WWE Vince Russo mentioned their blogs, All Elite Wrestling, going to sign Paige, who also forbidden door for AEW because Tony Khan needs someone who lead women's division roster of AEW after Deeb. Okay. Robbie says, Sophie, and your point is, Sophie says the Rumble winner gets a main event at Mania. That person shouldn't be fighting for another championship 2 months before Mania to fight for another championship.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Ramit says, I meant Serena Deeb. Oh,
I like Serena.
Signing Paige, a.k.a. Serena Deeb. Let's see. Vindicator says, that's it, Ravi. You only get one message retraction tonight. Ravi's like, oh, okay then. Ayla says, Walter is cheating. OMG, how dare he watch other channels? Aoife's like, I'm doing good. How are you guys? Doing pretty good.
Doing great. Walter's never here on Mondays. He likes this other channel. That's normal. He's never here on Mondays until right around 9.
Yeah, he pops in for a little while, which is fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't care what he does with his
Sophie
life.
goes and mods other channels.
Yeah.
On pay-per-views.
Yep. Aoife says, I'm doing good. How are you guys? Sophie says, who you think will be the mystery person for Dynamite this Wednesday? Somebody that we don't want it to be, probably.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to be anything exciting. Hopefully it's Bray or something, but Wyndham Rotunda, but I doubt it.
Right.
It'll probably be like Johnny Gargano or something. Just the exact same cookie cutter guy.
Yep.
They've got so many of the exact same guys.
It's getting boring. Ayla says, Aoife, hey girl. And Robbie says, who's Lita feuding with?
Becky Lynch.
Aoife says, hey, hi Ayla, how are you? And Film says, hey Travis and Misty, I'm here. I'm glad it's Monday and I definitely know what that means.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Ayla says, I'm doing well. Glad you're doing good. Medicare says, Lita montage highlight of the show so far after a half hour. Geez, AEW better provide superior content to this.
Anyways, what I was going to say about their
McBrien's
commercials is that WWE will find a way to put in commercials anyways, which as they did.
Yes. They gave you highlights of Lita. They gave you the 2K22 game. They're doing WWE Instagram photos of the week, their top 10, what they consider their top 10.
Harry Potter, the Cursed Child. So is that coming out or something?
No, it was just a top 10 Instagram photo of the week. Xavier Woods put it on there, so I don't know why it's there.
Huh. I mean, at some point they're going to release it as a book or like an audio book, or they're going to release it as a movie.
Huh. Sophie says Brock could have faced Cesaro at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view instead of being in the Chamber match.
MVP.
It's MVP. Jordan Williams is in the chat.
Hey, Jordan.
Hello, everyone. He says, hello, Jordan. Aoife says, are you guys still having really cold weather over there?
Yeah, it's getting a little today.
Sophie says Jeff Hardy non-complete cause expires sometime next month.
Yeah, it's March 14th, I think. I have it written down. Maybe March 9th. I have it called Jeff Hardy Day in my phone on my calendar. It's the next Wednesday after their pay-per-view.
So I guess Bobby is from Colorado?
He is.
Oh, well, there you go. They were all excited, so that makes sense. Film says, did any women's matches happen? No women's matches yet.
Just one tag team match, that's it.
Because the armpit fan is ready to see some good-looking women's armpits. Yeah. Ayla says, I watch a lot of YouTube channels. This is my only live. Robbie says, Seth just curb stomp Riddle's Clark and get the match over.
Ended early.
Like, very cold burr. And Chris says they are glorifying Lita, but they are forgetting she is triple timing and, in the words of Chris Jericho, a dirty, stinking, trash bottom feeding hoe.
Wow.
Wow, Chris Jericho had some shit to say, didn't he? Film says, woo! Anyways, my weekend was pretty good. That's good to hear, Film. Glad your weekend was good. Sophie says Brock could have the pay-per-view off and not wrestle till Mania if he wanted to. No matter if he is in the Rumble winner or a champion.
A lot of people don't like him not being on TV. And so this new Brock contract or whatever he's doing where he's there every week, I think people are digging it.
Yeah.
Not me. I like him better as a main event. He's going to get old quick if he's there all the time.
Right? Aoife says, we had like 1 minute of snow the other day. That was all we got all winter. Well, it's still wintertime.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't get a whole bunch of snow where they're at.
Ravi says, Becky better kick Lita's Clark. That like, Lita is annoying. And Chris says, my boy P is out there bringing out Jobby Trashley. Film says, I heard Seth Rollins will be going up against Matt Riddle.
He will. Probably
Ayla
the main
says,
event.
We've got a lot of snow about a month-ish ago. No more sense, but in the mountains around our city. Vindicator says, Bobby is at home tonight. Didn't know he was a Colorado native.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful state, by the way. Just cold as heck nearly all year. LOL. Yeah, it's kind of cold there, I guess.
We're like 11 hours away from there. Our crowd was going nuts for Bobby. Who are you texting?
Just Julie.
Bobby wins. The crowd's all cheering. Come on, he did it a little tainted. That's why he should have still done a move. I don't like that he just turned around. Brock was laying on the ground and he laid on him.
Right.
He should have got up and just slammed him or something. Anything.
True. Sophie says, I could see us seeing Bobby versus Brock again at some point.
Well, I hope so, and I hope they do it right. They should have done it. They should have saved it for Mania and done it as a main event at Mania. They should do a Bobby Lashley Day. I'm okay with that.
Ravi says, Lita is like, look at me. I main evented Raw. I must be still relevant. Bar faces.
Yeah. She got no bottom. She has no butt.
Aoife says, I'm trying to pull an all-nighter and get my homework done for tomorrow. I don't think that watching live or us is helping with your homework getting done.
All right, what's the questions? Well, I'll help you.
Chris says, it should be Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley at Mania. Like, maybe Brock gets eliminated at Chamber, then Lesnar comes back in the Chamber and puts Theory on top of Lashley for a pin 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Bryce says, so anyways, just want to let you guys know that I will not be here on Friday because I'll be going to Disney World with my family.
Heck yeah. Florida.
That's way more fun. I don't blame you. Robbie says, Ayla, did you build a snowman? And Sophie's like, I think Brock would have beaten Bobby if Roman didn't screw him.
Possibly. We don't know. There's no way to tell.
Bryce says, but however, I will show up for the Wednesday night live stream. Well, good.
I will be here for that.
Ayla says, I used to do that too. No, Robbie, I hate snow. And Robbie's like, Lita is a ham roll. Sophie says, I think there were plans of them doing Brock versus Bobby for Mania, but thanks to Roman getting COVID, they just had to do that match a lot sooner.
That's too bad, too. Although the Rumble's a big time show, it's just more around those two matches, the Rumble matches themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So the singles matches in those don't really matter.
Yes, I told you it was going to be a lot of talking for their commercial-free hour.
Yeah, we've had one match.
And only because the Street Profits came down and called out the Alpha Academy. Ravi says, why do you hate snow? A Vindicator says, Ayla throws hot grease on the snow to melt it away instead of shoveling it. LOL. No, we know the hot ball in the sky takes care of that. Aoife says, I'm currently trying to do German, which is going really, really well. Are you being sarcastic about that statement? I feel there's sarcasm in there. Ayla says, don't you love ham, Ravi, or only on men? Vindicator says, long time no see, Aoife. And Ayla says, I can't help with German, haha. Film says, not going to lie, the 2022 Royal Rumble was kind of bad. I mean, not what I least expected.
That was exactly what I expected. I mean, literally every match was predictable.
Travis was like, I know it's going to happen.
I even picked the winners of the Rumbles. Like, I've never done that before. Every single match.
Ayla says, I'm going to get a flamethrower for snow.
I've got one of those in the backyard.
I like him, only on you. Ew. Ew. Ayla gave the ew, too. Dude. Sophie's like, I wonder what their original plans were going to be if Jeff Hardy didn't get released and Roman didn't get COVID before the day one pay-per-view.
Yeah, lots would have changed.
Vindicator says, do you see that sign in the crowd that says, Mom, I'm on TV? That's a classic. I can see it kind of behind that guy's head back there. They aren't holding it up very high, and so I didn't really catch it. They have to hold their signs, like, way up, and then I'll read them and catch them.
A fan brought one that said, Roman sits to pee. And the New Day went out and grabbed it and brought it in the ring. And they were all
That's hilarious.
Roman sits to pee.
That's funny shit. That's pretty good. They're like, can I have my sign back? I'm glad you took it and put it in there, but do I get it back? Bobby. Aoife says, yeah, it's been a while. Then good to see all of you guys again, though.
Yeah,
it's good to see you in here, Aoife. Even though you're trying to pull an all-nighter to do your homework. Goofy. Aoife says, yes, that was sarcasm. I can't do German to save my life. It's just a lot of grunting. Just kidding. My brother took German in school. I can't help you either. I did not take German. Ravi says, too much talking on Raw tonight. Ayla's like, maybe shut up, Ravi. Ravi, it's always like this. They always talk. I told Travis when he told me it was going to be a commercial-free first hour, I was like, really? I was like, huh. I was like, I bet you they'll talk a lot. Chris says, oh, the crowd loves Jobby Trashley. Okay. He's from Colorado.
He's home.
By the way, Chris. That's his home state. They're in Colorado.
And he's a veteran. He's like a war hero. Like, they love him on and off.
So, Bobby is actually, like, a really good guy. I think he deserves to be the champion.
Uh-oh, here it is. Last Monday.
Here's our commercial break. Last Monday for Bliss's therapy session. She got her doll for a second. That's not really her doll.
It's hard to deal with that kind of stuff when you miss a doll like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those dolls.
I can't deny it. What's the exercise going to be?
It's the replica Lily.
Give her
It's
back.
not the real one. The replica. Because she's not real. She's not the real one.
Is she going to be able to do it?
Chris says, Bliss time. Jacob and Jean says, hey, homie.
Uh-oh. Bliss just handed him back the fake.
The replica Lily.
The replica. Now she's
Fake
crying.
Lily.
She's having a breakdown.
Oh, God. Aoife says, I might have gotten suspended from school today. I'll find out in the morning.
She's
have
pulling a
if
Liv
I have
Morgan.
or not. What the hell, Aoife? What did you do to maybe you've gotten suspended that you aren't going to know until tomorrow morning? Like, what did you do? As Ayla says, what'd you do?
Maybe he didn't get her homework done.
Did you wear something that was inappropriate? Jacob says, my wrestling video has 149 views and I have 100 subscribers on YouTube. Good job, Jacob.
Hell
Congratulations,
yeah.
my man. Robbie says,
It's a
wake
grind.
me up when the match started. Woo. Fluttergoth is in the chat. Hey, Fluttergoth. Here's our next commercial. It's about WWE Shop and buying their merchandise.
Oh!
Hey, some AJ Styles coming out. Who is he going to wrestle?
Who knows?
Oh, God, Chris, gross, man. Chrissy's like, oh, Bliss therapy sessions. Okay, Bliss, close your eyes. Unzips pants. Ew. Dude, that's bad therapy, not good therapy. That's the kind of therapy that ruins everybody else's lives. Vindicator says Bliss spends more time stroking that doll than practicing her wrestling. She better be at the back of the line when returns to competition. Jacob says, I'm about to try a new Blizzard. Sweet. What flavor is it? Aoife says, me and a friend got the bus home early without signing out. So technically we ditched school. My yearhead rang my mother and said she will talk to me tomorrow morning.
Uh-oh. You know, I did that in 3rd grade. Same thing happened to me.
You ditched school on purpose by taking the wrong bus?
I didn't know.
Oh.
So we...
well, she did it on purpose, though.
So James Bowen, remember the Bowens?
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Their parents came and got them.
Oh.
So me and this other kid were like, so maybe we can just leave too. So we just left.
Oh, God.
Not knowing it was like an hour before school was supposed to be over. But we thought it was close. We didn't look at the clock.
Right.
So we were outside playing, and then we went and got on the bus way before anybody else got released. We just sat on the bus and waited. And then all of a sudden, you know, we left when everybody else left. But it was way later. My grandpa was super pissed at me. I thought he was going to punch me. My nose started bleeding.
Because you were so scared?
Oh, I guess. I was in 3rd grade. All I ever heard is my grandpa beat people up. So I was like,
he wouldn't have beat you. He was like, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm sure he said it in very sternly, how disappointed he was that you skipped. I think it's more like you probably are scared, because that's usually what happens, right? You get angry because you're scared that something happened. Like, you don't know where your kid's at. You don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Robbie's like, more
Damian
talking,
Priest.
and it was like probably why Aoife is staying up all night. She gets the bad news. She can just sleep. You know what's even funnier, though? She had a thing with a school, a bus, and Ayla's little boy got lost on a bus.
all right, we got Damian
Poor little
Priest
guy.
versus AJ Styles. I feel like this is a main event style match.
It's totally main event style.
Woo! Big job.
AJ Styles against Damian Priest.
Believes. He believes.
Jacob says red velvet cake. Oh, that's an interesting sounding Blizzard.
I
always like the cherry chocolate chip.
Oh, I thought
Chocolate covered cherry.
I thought we
Blizzard
were
is always
talking
mine.
about Red Velvet's cake.
No, we were not talking about a butt.
And I was
And
like,
Red
oh,
Velvet,
nothing wrong with
the
Red Velvet's
wrestler.
cake.
Ayla's like, oh, dang, I skipped school so much, never got in trouble. Robbie's like, Ayla, that would explain it. It was like, but my grandma covered for me 9 times out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Chris says it should be AJ Styles versus Edge at Mania. Like, it doesn't even need that much of a build-up. All Edge has to do is show up and point at the Mania sign, and that's your match. Jacob says, I got in trouble in grade school. I cussed accidentally.
Oh, we cussed all right. Okay.
Robbie's like, AJ should win this clean. Aoife's like, once you start, you can't stop.
When I was in 4th grade, I was smacking girls' butts.
Oh, God.
Like, I think about that now. It's like, a 4th grader was slapping girls' butts?
Were they 4th graders also?
No, they were
or
6th
they,
grade.
The teachers?
No, they were the 6th grade girls. It was Heidi, I can't remember what her last name is. She's the one that passed away. That's Jared's cousin. And then Heather.
Jacobson?
They were the two, no.
Oh.
But they were the 2 prettiest girls in our school.
Oh.
And they were pretty their whole lives. But
Yeah.
Higgins. Heidi Higgins.
Vindicator says elementary doesn't count. Ayla, LOL. Applejack Styles is in the chat with the devil face.
Old Applejacks. A
And
for
Ayla
jalopy.
says, true, Aoife, it's the thrill. Chris says, Damian Priest jacket says live forever, like live forever.
Right.
Yeah.
He loves Liv.
Ayla's like, high school homie, haha. Ayla's like, yeah, my 3-year-old got lost on Friday. They put him on the wrong bus. Eva's like, like, I was suspended in December for the same thing, but we went to the forest beside the school, then went into some farmer's field. I was gone 4 hours and no one noticed until my English teacher realized.
Oh, that's funny. You were in the Forbidden Forest.
That's hilarious.
It's like you went to Hogwarts.
You went to Hogwarts. Chris says Styles versus Priest. This is a Ring of Honor matchup.
That's nuts that they just suspend you. Like, you would think they'd be like, hey.
Like, oh, so you left school? We're suspending you so you can indefinitely not be at school. Like, seriously, like, that's
I'll
like,
show you. You don't want to be at school. We'll make you not go to school.
Like, that's the dumbest thing to ever do. Like, how dumb is that? Like, they should be like, and now you get extra school time.
Like, guess what? You got to be here an hour early and an hour late.
Guess what? You are now get detention, and you get to stay after school for an hour.
Damian Priest taking it
Every day
right
for
to
2 weeks.
AJ Styles. A little brain buster. I don't know what you'd call that. 1, 2, and 3.
Show
No!
you, skip and
AJ
skew.
kicks out. Damian looks really good with the eyeliner on.
Does he?
Yeah.
You're weird. Jacob says totally Red Velvet has a nice cake.
Right.
Vindicator's like main event will be Lita embarrassing small time Bex once again. Cool. And Aoife says, damn, was he okay, Ayla? And Robbie says, Vin, get it right. It's small time Specs. Haha. Ayla's like, yeah, Aoife, it was fine. I think he had fun. Nice road trip. He got candy and fun toys out of it. Of course he probably thought it was phenomenal. And if he really likes buses, then he probably didn't think anything of it. Vindicator says, oh, Travis taking advantage of the non-Me Too era classic rebel behavior.
I was in 4th grade.
He didn't know.
I didn't even know the Me Too thing was a thing.
Aoife says, that's good. Glad he enjoyed it. Vindicator says, how many times you been in detention, Travis? For it was 10 in elementary and 3 in middle school. LOL. For me, it was 10 in elementary and 3 in middle school. Did you ever get detention? I would assume that you would could talk yourself out of every situation.
I remember going to the principal's office, and she told me...
charm him to death.
The principal told me and Danny and Ryan Elliott that we were all going to go to prison. And they like to do things with pretty boys when they're in prison. So basically, she told us we were going to get raped in prison.
For their behavior
for
in
how we were
elementary
acting.
School.
So that stuck with me, you know. And
Enough
no, I
did.
never got in trouble in junior high or high school. 2 and 3. AJ beats him clean.
Wow.
As he should.
Not for the title, by the way,
It is
guys,
not
but
for the
just
title.
for a good match.
But AJ just beat
Good. I'm glad
Damian
they're kind of
Priest.
keeping AJ up there where he belongs. It's kind of sad that he was kind of being pushed down over to the side, the middle, and kind of being a jobber for a little bit there. Aoife said that. Aoife says, it's ridiculous. Like, we ditched school, and then as a punishment, we could just do... I know, right? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess your parents get kind of upset and stuff like that, but it's just so weird to me why they think that that's a punishment. Vindicator's like, for me, yeah, I figured it out then. Ayla's like, right, now if he gets lost again, I'm going to be really mad, but I'll give them a pass this time.
You can get these little chips from
Tiles?
Apple. They're called
a
like
tile.
there is is that the Apple ones?
I don't know if they're Apple, but you have another one called Tile that you can do
Right.
the same thing with.
But anyways, yeah, they're just a chip. They cost like $9 or something. You just throw it in their backpack.
But if they don't have their backpack,
Put it on their necklace.
just insert it into their skin. Just chip your children.
They are doing that
They
in
are in the country.
gosh,
in
where
a
is
co-
that?
I don't-
Sweden, I think.
Somewhere around
Norway?
there. It's so they can do pay.
Mhm.
Like, so they can do swiping pay, so they don't have to have their phones or
The
anything.
mark of the beast.
It keeps all of their credit card and checking account information on it. And I'm like, that's the first step, my friends, to them controlling you. You guys probably shouldn't do that. Let's see. Aoife says, my principal was shouting at us after it, and I said to him, I'm going to miss my bus in the middle of him shouting. My yearhead looked like she was going to take a turn. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
Well, when you're right, right? That's a fact. You're yelling at me, and I'm going to miss my bus, like, to get home. I get it. I did bad. Can I go home now?
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
Right? It was like, I don't think we even had detention when I was in high school. Oh, they have detention. You just had to do really bad things to get it.
I don't know what I could have done worse. I guess get caught.
Yeah, you have to get caught doing what you're doing bad. I don't know. I was a very good person in school. I never missed school. I was a weird school person. I went to school every single day. I never skipped school. I never missed school. I got pretty much straight A's. School was boring for me. And it was just a chore I had to go and do.
There was a figure skater that figure skated for China.
Yeah.
And she is from California. She grew up in California. She's Californian, but her mom is from China.
Oh.
And so they went to China all the time. So she wanted to bring figure skating to China, on a top level.
Uh-huh.
So that's why she was skiing or skating for them. Anyway, she fell.
Oh, poor girl.
And I guess China has, been just eating her alive, on social media, because she's an American. Oh. It's just not a Chinese. So it's
That's just not right. And they think that, America's bad.
We are bad.
Okay.
At least she tried. We've got Americans that don't even try.
Yeah, that's pathetic. So instead of being her Huckleberry, she's going to be her WrestleMania. That's gross.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
She's like, I'll be your WrestleMania. Ew, nobody wants that. It's nasty. On a lot of levels of nasty. Robbie says, Travis, did your name get called out on the PA system in school?
All the time, yes.
I don't even remember that. So I guess I just never paid attention. We went to the same high school at the same exact time, by the way. And I don't remember your name ever getting, but maybe I just never paid attention to the PA system. Vindicator says, I will admit that was one of AJ's best phenomenal finishes ever.
It was awesome.
Ayla says, what is a yearhead?
Probably just who's in charge of that.
What is
grade.
it, Harry Potter, Travis?
What's a yearhead?
Yeah, it basically the same thing. Ron becomes one. Hermione.
Oh, like a head boy
or head girl. Yeah.
Oh, it's
That's
just like
exactly what
it's
they
like
are.
the best kid of that year.
Yeah.
It's basically a bunch of Karens.
I'm guessing, but we'll see if Aoife answered that question. Or it could be like your, how you had your home teachers or whatever, that kind of a person. But we'll see how she says. That's my guess. Chris Akade says Styles beat Priest. He did. Ravi says, told you, D, that AJ would win clean. I wasn't listening. Did you really say that? Applejack Styles says, finally, revenge is so sweet.
It's about time.
Chris says Styles should be U.S. title. Eva says, it's like the person who is in charge of our year. I'm in 5th year, the second last year of secondary school. So she, watches over us and deals with us if we get in trouble or need help.
Right.
Basically what I guessed.
Or they chase you around the school.
Vindicator says Damien is crying in a demonic kind of way. Maybe Bliss would appreciate that more than Liv would. Ravi says, I hope Damien Priest loses every week. Ayla says, I should just take Ozzy to the vet and get him chipped. Not a bad idea. I think keep track of our kids.
The only way to actually get it to work, though, would be with a dog chipper. Hey, can you chip him while we're here?
Rami says, get the likes up, people. And Ayla says, okay, I get you. 5th year is in secondary school. Interesting. We have grades K through 12, then you're on your own.
I feel like it should be K through 10.
And then 11 and 12 should be college
stuff, yeah.
Not, but I mean, you can get college credits if you're one of those people that do that stuff. Anyways, Ayla says, Robbie, shut up. Now I'm giving a thumbs down. Vindicator says, we are an hour into this chat, and nobody has brought up Sausage Wallet yet. What a shock. Oops, I guess I'm sending the stream off the rails again. Meh.
You're fine.
Aoife says, yeah, our school systems are so different, but I think we both finished school at the same age, around 17 or 18. Yes, Aoife. And it's just what you guys call your grade system. That's all it is, really.
We start with K. And then we go, which is called kindergarten. And then we go to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And then the next level is 6, 7, 8. And then the next level is 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. And it used to be different. They call the 1st through 5th, the K through 5 stuff, they call that elementary school.
Primary,
Or primary school, and then they call the 6th through the 8th is middle school, and then the 9th through 12th is high school. So, and I know you guys have like secondary, and I can't remember the other ones. I've listened to or read some books that were based in England, and so sometimes I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. Like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Uh-oh, Miss TV.
Oh, it's Miss TV
More talking.
right now. More talking.
But I do like to look at Maurice, so I'm not going to complain.
Robbie says, F Rhonda the wallet. And Ayla says, Vin, I made a thumbnail with a sausage and a wallet, and Travis hates it.
It's on my phone. I can't put thumbnails off my phone. I don't have a way to transfer from my phone to my computer.
You just plug your phone into your computer. And
Is that a thing?
Take it off of it. Yeah. Let's see.
Maurice?
Robbie says, still can't eat sausage since Friday's show. Chris says, live in the chamber again.
Oh, God, I actually had sausage Saturday night. That's funny.
Uh-huh,
That's Cabal says I had 2 of them.
He didn't even think about it.
No?
It's one of those things where you just don't even... I didn't even think about it that way. Everybody else was. I'm like, what?
Maurice looking like a brand new $100 bill.
Ayla says, yeah, 17, 18, unless you're smarter or dumber. I think there's some 21-year-olds in high school. Not anymore, Ayla. They don't allow that now. They, nobody left behind shit. So if you're really dumb, they still push you through and graduate you. Your brother is one of those. Sorry, honey. It's just the truth. Vindicator says Travis can't understand it. Just break it down to him in butt slapping or wrestling terms, whichever you can pull off better.
Exactly.
Eva says, I couldn't imagine my gearhead running with a ruler. She would probably fall over her massive high heels. Maybe she trains running in her massive high heels. She's like, I got to make sure I can run after these rotten 5th years. Mitzi says, there's Pepper. Aoife says, we have preschool, then primary school, which is junior and senior infants. Then it goes 1st to 6th class. Then secondary is 1st to 6th year, and then college. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the question is what age are you when you start the secondary 1st to 6th
It
year?
would be 7th grade, so whatever that is. 12?
Yeah, that's my question. Is it 12 or 13? Chris says, Theory better win against Owens. And Chris says, oh, Maurice time. Ayla says, when I was in school, it was K through 6 elementary, 7 to 8 middle school, 9 through 12 high school. They changed it, though. Yeah, when we were, it was first K through 6 elementary, 7th through 9th middle school, and 10th through 12th was high school.
Yeah.
Which was so much better.
Freshmen didn't count.
Yeah.
They were junior high still.
Yep.
And we called it junior high, not middle school.
Yep. Vindicator says, by the way, sausage would no longer be edible after spending a day in a hot leather wallet. And no, I never tried that. Just common sense logic. Sure, Vin. Stop putting sausages in wallets and carrying it around like it's cool or something. Ravi says, D, it's not wool.
This might be the greatest moment.
It's whatever I say it is.
In Dominik Mysterio's life.
Getting to be out there with Maurice.
You'd want to go just give her a hug.
Be like, oh, can I hug you? I'm a
She's
horny
like,
little boy. Pepper Owens says, I'm coming for you later, Rollins. Mock my words.
He's all like, why are you blinking? It's from Miss Bang Bang.
Bryce says, okay, I have to go. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye, Wrestling Gap. Bye, Bryce.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging with us. Aoife says, it's different to England's one as well. They go into secondary year earlier than us. Meh. Robbie says, D, I'm going to have to give my sausages to my mom and dad. That's in my freezer. Dude, just get over it. You're still going to eat those sausages. You're going to love it, too. I'm like, I
fry them.
when we were talking about sausage wallets.
That's what I do. I just fry them up. Put them in a pan.
And if you put them in a bun, basically you're putting a sausage in a wallet.
Yeah, it's just a gluten wallet.
Is that even better? Ha! Film says, any women's matches happening now yet?
Well, we have Maurice out there, but no.
No women's matches. Not
Maurice
yet.
is out there. Maurice looks good.
Maurice
she is
is
not
out
showing
there.
her armpits.
She has long sleeves on, though.
She does show her boobs through her shirt, I think. I'm pretty sure that's...
She's just wearing a skin-tight something.
So, the new thing in skiing is going backwards. It's weird. But remember how I was telling you the skis look the same going frontwards as backwards?
Yeah.
See? You see them really good there.
Yeah. I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the common ski now, and it didn't used to be that way. Skis used to only look good.
Well, maybe it's so they can do different jumps or something.
Because they go backwards all the time now.
But this is different skiing stuff. This is...
I understand what it is. I'm telling you that that's what people buy and go skiing with.
Okay. And I'm saying that, yes, for that kind of sport or whatever, but if you're doing that other stuff, like that mogul stuff or whatever, you're not going to have skis like that.
You still would.
You'd have normal skis.
Right. And they might still sell it as normal style, but even 10 years ago, they weren't even selling them. They were selling these.
She thought she was, like, snowboarding there for a second.
With her tail grab. Old tail grab. What's happening with Maurice?
It was like they started that No Child Left Behind when I was in school. Still encouraged me to drop out because I skipped so much. I was way behind. Vindicator says, delete that. I'm taking a 20-minute Dominik Mysterio break. Lucky you. I gotta be here by myself with him. Aoife says you would be turning 13 in for sure, which is a good age, I think, to start secondary school. Yeah, that's not too bad. Ayla says a 20-minute sausage wallet break. Have fun, Vin. Aoife says school isn't for everyone. Sometimes it's better to drop out and do what you want in life. Vindicator says Ayla blah. Ayla's like, yeah, a lot of people drop out and continue education elsewhere. Jacob says you missed it. Joe was rapping. Oh, cool. Good for Joe. Ravi says, D, you the one that got Vin to put a sausage in a wallet? Did I? I don't think so. It was like no one made him put a sausage in a wallet. Vin did that out of pure curiosity. Right. Jacob says, did I tell you I did the yes chant when Loser Miz was talking? No, you didn't. Ravi says, Ayla, you seem to have done better for dropping out. Eva says, this is helping me stay awake. I was nearly asleep before I came here. I think my Red Bull is broken. Aww. It was like in perversion. Film's like, hey, where's Travis going?
He's back.
He's right here. He never left. You blinked too long. You shouldn't close your eyes that long. You might fall asleep. Ayla says, I don't know, I don't know, probably not Ravi. And Ravi says, oh, Ayla, I guess not. Chris is like, the crowd is hot tonight. Ooh,
that's true.
You? He did.
Yeah, Ray, when was the last time you were WWE champion? The 80s?
Film's like, okay, never mind. Now he's back. Robbie says Travis went for a quick number 2. Ew.
That would have been
At
a quick
least it
one.
wasn't a number 3, I guess. Ayla's like, don't do that. You're going to break something.
Maurice, you gotta go take a number 3.
Ayla's like, don't assume, haha. Jacob says, I'm wanting to get a WWE shirt sometime.
Get one.
Like, just says WWE or like because of a wrestler WWE shirt. Russell McIntyre in the chat says, he stole my WWE champion.
Theft. Friday, March 11th.
Now it'll be available worldwide.
Worldwide?
You're the biggest star. Why is Rey Mysterio on the cover?
Dude, I was reading something about these games. Like, if you play a game, like, you could get, like, 50 million views from playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? And it just lives forever. Because people are like, oh, how do you get through this level? There it is.
She should be on the cover. Oh, Robbie says, D, what's a number 3? Explain. I'm not explaining that. Oh, hell no. Jacob says, me and Travis are getting RK Bro shirts. Oh, yeah? Is that what you guys are doing? Sweet.
Body by Steak. Still with the Alpha Academy. All I'm asking for, a little respect, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what I mean. He's got eyes on his headband.
Yeah, that's weird. Very weird. Oh, Lord.
Ray, or Dominik, go lay down. Miz is small, and he's way bigger than Dom.
I know, everybody thinks that Dom is so big, but it's just because he stands next to his daddy all the time.
It's coming tonight. He can get a rematch. He's going to say, I accept.
Chris says, Miz is lying. Actually, Bret Hart is 2-time Grand Slam champ, but they just make up these statistics for modern-day superstars. Jacob says, can Ray just drop-kick both of them and 619 both?
He probably could. Oh, fuck.
Robbie says, what the F is anyone going to learn from Murray? They pulled that shit out of the hat. Remember when you were a little boy? Robbie's like, what the F is anyone going to learn from Maurice? Dude, just look at her. You can learn anything from her. Chris says, Michaels was Grand Slam champ first, too. We know that. And Robbie says, really, what's a mug like Dom going to do? Luke's in the chat. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Says, have I missed anything good?
The first hour had no commercials.
What do you consider good?
They did show the Alexa Bliss getting rid of Lily. Like, she handed Lily back, the fake Lily, back to her therapist, and she cried, like Liv Morgan.
Right.
But the Alpha Academy and RK Bro had their IQ contest. That was the third and final week of it. And it was just a back and forth with questions, kind of like a Jeopardy. There was 9 separate questions.
Right.
And the RK Bro ended up winning it.
They did.
Overall. Because of the buzzer. The buzzer was bugging.
The buzzer totally
Shorty
threw Chad
G.
off of his game.
And then the Alpha Academy stayed out there, and then they wrestled the Street Profits and won. And then Bobby Lashley came out and got a huge pop because they're in Denver, in his hometown. And then Bliss's Therapy, like I was saying. Then AJ Styles beat Damian Priest clean. Hit him with a phenomenal forearm, pinned him 1, 2, 3. And then Miz TV. And then the Mysterios are on there. And that set up a match for later on with Dominik. By the way, we are getting picture-in-picture also. So not only is there no commercials the first hour, we're getting picture-in-pictures at least right now.
Right.
And that is going with Miz and Dominik right now. So they're not wasting any time.
Yeah, they're trying to do a rematch here. And Miz is ready. He is in his wrestling attire. So.
Miz versus Dominik. Yeah. And that's where we're at. So we do have picture-in-picture, so you can watch the match and watch Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials at the same time.
Or you can have picture-in-picture-in-picture.
Yeah, we have 3.
And watch the Olympics.
Because we are watching freestyle skating. What's this called? Skiing. Oh, shit. She landed right on her hip.
Hard on her non-side that she should have.
You're going to want to land on your skis.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. It hurts when you don't.
Oh, let's see. Aoife says, I'm going to try and do this homework. I'll be back. All right. Good luck on that German. Jacob says, can we have the beautiful Dalitha slap Maurice? You want me to slap her? Well, show me your butt. I'll slap it. Chris says, oh, Miz saying, you sure you're not Eddie's son? Luna's laughing, I wish. And Luke says, have they mentioned the mystery woman who is supposed to participate in the #1 contenders match at Elimination?
No, they haven't. We still only have the 5. They haven't even brought that up.
Yeah, they haven't even
talked about it.
Match.
They obviously released it earlier today in like a press conference or whatever, however they released it.
Right.
But they haven't brought it up on Raw. I'm hoping it's either Bayley, Asuka, or Bliss.
Right.
We don't know.
Maybe it could be Evans.
Or
I don't know
Nevin.
if she's quite ready.
Gosh, I hope she goes to SmackDown. You can't just keep throwing all the women on Raw.
True. Yeah, I want her to go to SmackDown too. I mean, I kind of want to see her continue that angry stuff with Charlotte a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously Rousey's going to be champion for a while.
Oh, barf.
But it would be cool if she took that title from Rousey, like in a year or so.
Oh, God, don't say that.
Well, she's going to have the title for a while.
Chris says Dom versus Midge should be a no DQ match.
Look at this landing. She lands it, but she's going sideways. So it'd be just terrifying. Like, nah, I'm going sideways. She figured it out.
Those are the ones I was telling you about that do it without any sticks in their hands. When I was talking about it the other day, I was like, those ones that go out there and do it without sticks in their hands.
All right, Dominik and Miz. Miz is having all sorts of fun out there.
Good for him. Having Gale.
See if Rey tries to cheat and trip him again. Well, he did it with the Force last time. He didn't actually physically touch him. He just did it with his eyes.
Robbie says the win was so clean you could eat your dinner from it. LOL. Film says, please don't tell me Bliss did another segment. Bro, why did you just let her wrestle already? Yeah, she did another segment.
It does look like she's not going to wrestle for a while. That's what I keep reading from, like, what's his name? Dave Meltzer. Whoa. That was like a dude jump.
Holy shit. And she did it frontwards and then landed backwards.
Yeah.
Holy crap hole.
A lot of women can't jump that far. I've been watching it, so I've been paying attention.
Robbie says,
Miz just got kicked out.
Fraud, just a bad actress now trying to get into straight TV horror movies. And Jacob says, what about Lita?
What about Lita? She's not going to be in that tournament if that's what you're asking about. That wouldn't make any sense. She has a match with... So
Maurice didn't do anything? Or did she really do something?
I didn't see it. I was watching...
he really did do it that time.
That time he cheated.
That time Rey did trip him.
The boy who cried wolf. This is what happened.
Did Dom get...
Dominik rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Payback.
Did he get slapped by Maurice?
I don't know what happened.
I wasn't paying attention. Anyways. Film says that. Robbie says, Alexa's fraud. Jacob says, what about Lita? And Luke says, Liv is in the match already. And Robbie says, Jacob, Lita is in catering until she comes out. Luke's like, Dewdrop, Nikki A.S.H, Rhea, Liv, and the EST are in the match, plus a mystery woman.
Yeah, we don't know who it is
yet.
yet.
Because Lita already has a match against Becky in there for Elimination Chamber. So that's happening. So Lita is already going up against Becky. So whoever wins in that.
It's Dana. Dana Brooke.
It's going to be Dana Brooke.
Or Tamina.
She's going to be
Nobody's meaner than Tamina.
Make everybody's night.
You're like, oh.
Great.
That's a WWF surprise for you. Like, who's it going to be?
That's an AEW surprise for you. Oh my God, look who it is! It's Brock! Anderson.
Right.
Oh God.
Or do you remember the battle the card battle royal?
Yes.
And it ended up being Leo Rush. We're like,
they're like, hey, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be the surprise entrant, blah blah blah. And we're like, yeah, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be awesome because so many like really good ones have been released and they could have like shown up and actually wrestled at that time. And it turns out to be fucking Leo Rush. And we're just sitting there like, yay.
Yeah, because the time before it was the Brian Cage. So that was huge.
Yeah.
Casino Battle Royal or something.
Yeah.
That's what they call those.
Yeah. Robbie says, what's the point of Dana Brooke? She's the 24/7 champ. So, yeah.
Yeah, the point of her is just eye candy and championships.
Robbie's like, excited for Brock. No, that's how they introduced him
Esther.
on AEW. Arn Anderson's kid. They introduced him like they would of Brock Lesnar. And it was hilarious.
Brock Anderson.
They said his name like that, and then they gave like this weird pause, and then they're like, Anderson. And everybody was like, eh.
So we got Esther coming down first. She like grow her hair out a little bit or something?
Yeah, she just has bangs out in front instead of having it all slicked back. Film says Robbie Ouch, I like Bliss is the greatest. Don't disrespect my own.
On her Instagram, she had pictures without her hair like that.
Yeah.
Like her normal hair. Mm-hmm. It looks really good. See that's how it's straight in the back?
Yeah. Yeah, she just has it down instead of like up in her normal ponytail that she does. So that's nice.
They just sewed it in. The whatever that is, that ponytail.
Her extension. You would call it an extension, probably.
Good for you. I knew a guy that owned 2 of them also. But then they closed. And then his daughter got cancer and died. And that's super sad because she was super sweet.
That was sad. James Sotelo in the chat. Hey, James says, is there any wrestlers on the main roster that wrestled when WWE was WWF?
Randy would be the... oh, yes. Rey Mysterio.
Robbie says, would be funny if Esta tripped over on her long ponytail, LOL.
Have you seen the one where she actually puts a really long one in and then she's jump roping? I'm like, that's pretty funny. But no, I was going to say, I don't know about Randy. I don't know when Randy was there. So hypothetically Randy, but for sure Ray. And Vince McMahon and Shane.
Triple H.
And Triple H if he wrestles, for sure. But I don't think he'll ever wrestle again.
Right.
But you can never say never. Obviously, Stephanie. She was there in the WWE days, the F days. Who else? Is there anybody else just in that little group?
I don't know.
Sean, if he wrestled the HBK.
Titus?
No.
I don't know any of them, so I'm just MVP.
No.
I'm trying to name like old people.
Yeah.
Edge.
Edge, I think, is a year older than Randy, so yes, he probably would have been there. I think he came in '99. Oh, Jeff Hardy, if you count him. I think Jeff Hardy was there, and
he's not really active with WWE anymore.
Right.
But yeah. I don't know.
They could have been there. When did it turn? That would help. I remember the whole "Get the F Out." They had like shirts that said "Get the F Out."
Yeah.
But I just don't remember when that was. Do we know who wrestlers are wrestling? We don't, do we?
Did we have what?
We don't know who Esther's wrestling.
Oh, no. I don't think I saw anybody. I don't think they mentioned anybody or anything.
It's probably just going to be another girl.
Luke says Edge and Christian and the Hardys were there during WWF.
Right. I just don't know when it changed because that would help me out a little bit. The actual time that they started doing that. Whether it was in the late 90s or just early 2000s, or if it was mid-2000s. Like 2005. I don't know when it was.
Me neither, because I wasn't in around there. Luke says WWF became WWE in 2002.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. It's definitely Rey Mysterio is the only active guy that's constantly active. Unless Randy is. I don't know exactly when Randy came. But he's a 20-year veteran, isn't he? So he could have been there in 22 or 2002.
Vindicator says, so Esther is beating A.S.H tonight, right, Travis?
That's what it looks like.
Filler match. Yep. Ugh. Yep. That's
yeah, this is going to go back to the 3-minute matches, 5-minute women matches.
Oh, so now they're showing the women's elimination chamber because they're both out there.
Yes.
And the
with the
mark
question
person. It's going to be Aaliyah.
Woo. How? How could it be Lita?
Match that night. She has an actual match with Becky. Why on earth would she?
So she's
going to
wrestle twice
chamber?
that night. That is some Goldberg
So she
stuff.
gets a chance to get the championship. So she has to be in the elimination chamber too to get another chance.
It makes no sense. So like she loses the match, then gets inserted into it, and then wins and gets to lose again at WrestleMania.
That's fucking weird.
That would be dumb. I don't see that.
I don't see him doing that either. Film says, come on, women's matches. And Jacob says, it's our first women's match. It is. And Film says, let's go. It's happening right now.
It is. Nikki A.S.H. in there with Esther. Well, actually, she's not in the ring. She's actually out of the ring. A lot of hair pulling. Oh, tripped her. Oh, gosh. That looked like it hurt her knee.
It was like a really weird setup. And I'm like, what are they doing?
They're taking their sweet-ass time.
She's like, all right, let me get this set up. Now, come down here and pull my hair some more. Jacob is wanting the EST to win.
Yeah, this one's a tough one for me. Probably Esther also, because I'm not a fan of this Nikki.
As Chris says, Nikki A.S.H time. Sure. That's something for you.
Definitely not a fan.
Raw's going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana next Monday.
Good deal. That'll be the last live event before the pay-per-view. That's Saturday. Because the SmackDown will be recorded this Friday.
Yes.
So we should be able to find out with some cheating or somebody to post it whether Sami Zayn wins the Intercontinental title against Nakamura or not.
Ooh, interesting. James Satella says, what belt is the original championship, the Raw title or the SmackDown title?
The Raw title. The WWE Championship.
Robbie says, come on, Nikki, smash this fraud up. And Jacob says, where are we at tonight? Denver,
They're in
Colorado.
Home of Bobby Lashley and John Elway.
Film says,
Well,
Nikki, the armpit superhero, A.S.H.
Would you call it the home of John Elway? He only played there as a pro. He's not from there. He didn't grow up
I
there.
don't know. Oh, man, I hurt her knee.
Esther stumbled. She's helicoptering because that hair will help her stay up.
Gives her power.
Like a helicopter.
It gives her power.
Like
it's where she gets all of her power from.
She's Samson.
Robbie says, Nikki thinking she can fly like R. Kelly. Haha. Ew. Robbie's like, what's going on in this match?
There's a lot going on in this match.
Weird stuff's going on in this match.
Esther's left knee is completely gone on her, it looks like. But this little snap suplex there. Rolls through. Back into another one. I don't know what she's trying to do there. Get a hernia, I guess.
I guess.
Vertical suplex.
Jacob
Drops
says,
her
home
down.
of the Broncos and the Nuggets. Film says, is Rhea Ripley wrestling too? I may see her armpits too. I don't think so.
The Avalanche.
I don't know if she's wrestling.
Are they still there? Is the Avalanche still in Denver? And the Rockies? I know the Rockies are still there. If there was baseball. But the players, they don't want to play this year. Oh, big DDT. 1, 2. Esther kicks out. Yep, the baseball players do not want to play this year.
They're all against it, huh?
They won't even go to mediation.
Well, then they should all be fired. Walter says, hey guys, I can stay for 10 minutes, a little late for Raw. That's all right, Walter.
That's all right.
Glad you were doing something else.
We heard you were in somebody else's stream.
We heard rumors. We heard rumors about
That's
you.
it.
Somebody was trying to make trouble about you,
Kiss
Walter.
of death. 1, 2, and 3. Esther wins clean.
We heard that you were cheating on us on another stream. How dare you? Robbie's like, Nikki been singing that tune, I Believe I Can Fly, LOL. James Sotelo says, I like when the Royal Rumble was on Saturday night. They should do all their pay-per-views on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they might even change a couple of them back to Sunday, especially the July 2nd one, because that's the same night as the UFC.
Yeah.
I think it's the UFC 274. And so they have the stadium for 2 nights for that. That's Money in the Bank. So there is a good possibility they're going to switch that Saturday to Sunday. So people can watch both.
24/7 stuff.
R-Truth got his Raw shirt on.
No, they're in here.
That's how you need to cut your TikTok.
Oh, yeah? Just wear it without anything underneath.
Oh, look at Dana.
And for being such a nice guy.
Oh, she's
I'm a
kissing
better
him.
champion because of it. Oh, grossness.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate, everybody. Are we in the friend zone? Yeah, friend zone.
Like, really good friends.
Like with benefits.
And I hope that never changes. He's like,
run away!
I'm gonna throw up a little bit. This whole like doing this like weird like segments like that on, it's just crazy.
AEW is doing it too.
I'm on to y'all. Oh, Walter says on Wednesday 8 p.m. for AEW. I'll be here on time. Oh, it's okay, Walter. We know you like to do other stuff. Film says hope Nikki A.S.H uses her sexy armpit powers. And Jacob says,
That didn't
Walter,
work.
I missed you, homie. Robbie's like, if Esta wins, that's underwhelming. And Chris is like, boo. And Robbie's like, D, excited for Reg and Dana. Did I seem excited? I was sitting here going, oh, that's excitement.
I feel like Nikki A.S.H should have won that.
Yeah.
And it would have just added to the whole match coming up.
True.
Not just getting beat like she should have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't do things that are predictable, WWE.
Film says, is Liv Morgan showing her armpits or are they covered up? Please don't cover those armpits up, Liv Morgan. I don't see a
We
Liv
have
Morgan,
not
so I don't
seen Liv.
know what you're talking about. Chris says, super cringe, right? Film's like, let your armpits live, Morgan. Don't be bashful with that fiery flakes there in the spicy lovers pizza.
Who's Kevin Owens going up against tonight?
I don't know. He came
Austin
out there and
Theory,
they didn't
maybe?
say anything else. Maybe he's in the elimination chamber.
Yeah.
So it'll be somebody who's in it. Who's Seth supposed to go up against?
That's probably going to be your main event.
And that was who is he going up against?
RK Bro.
Oh, that's right, Riddle.
Riddle.
That's right, Riddle. Chris says, let's go Theory. Vindicator says, Dalitha needs to take over both AEW and WWE rom-com segments. We can't have her exposing her already digested dinner on the chat cam. Jacob says, is this a break when I can take my dog out? There's a commercial.
Well, there's commercials.
And
but
yeah, and it's the segment with, I guess if you don't want to see Kevin Owens wrestle Theory, I'm guessing. Chris is like, KO, just keep eating. And Jacob says, yeah, it's Austin Theory.
he's
Film
fat.
says, I agree, Travis. Nikki A.S.H should have won that match.
Yeah, it would have just added to the character, the match coming up. It would have just been like, whoa, anybody can win. But now it's like, Esther's getting pushed like normal.
Right.
Same old garbage. Finger licking good. They do a lot of KFC commercials, don't they?
Yeah. It seems to be very popular.
Chicken.
And pizza commercials sometimes. Or other pizza commercials.
Chicken. Just say chicken over and over.
Chicken?
It makes it a good show.
Chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, chicken.
I swear these girls are way better than the girls I watched earlier today. But they can't be because it's the same show. Although this could be live. It does say live. Never mind. So that must have been like a qualifying thing. Because I don't remember any of these jumps. And they look like they're way better than the people I was watching earlier.
Yeah.
For really though. China. She's pretty. Do we call her a China doll?
I don't know.
Where are you, my little China doll? It's on Anchorman.
Film says...
Don't make eye contact.
Don't do it. Vindicator says, what's your doggy's name, Jacob? I miss seeing Naxos and Megara on the camera. Jacob says, I have to take my dog out really quick. Vin, her name is Charlie. Film says, oh, what I meant to say was, Miss D, I'm just hoping to Liv Morgan doesn't wear a long sleeve wrestling attire. That's what I mean. Don't cover up those armpits.
Oh, it's happening. Because the next time we see her, it could be at Saudi Arabia. We probably will see her
He's
before
not.
then. But...
He boycotts that one.
Oh.
Vindicator says, that's cool. Charlie's Angels. Jacob says, can we just call film Armpit Lover? Sure. Chris says, KO, just keep fucking. LOL, fuck Owens, fuck. Or I was like, D, you still eating from Chick-fil-A? I've never eaten from Chick-fil-A. Ever, actually.
You've never had a chick?
No.
Me neither. Not a fillet.
I've never had Chick-fil-A. Well, I was like, you can, Jacob. I am the WWE AEW Women's Armpit Lover. That would be my nickname for Film Nation BTS when I show up to the greatest live stream of all time. Sweet. It is Austin Theory. Everybody in the chat was correct.
A Theory. Austin Theory's been working his arms out so much, he needs to start working his legs out. And I know legs are hard to grow, I get it. But it still has to be done. You can't just ignore them. You know what I mean? Chuffy?
I don't know what you mean about him being weird.
You don't jaw fail?
I guess not.
I just said he needs to work on his legs too because his arms are getting ginormous.
Yeah. He needs to have an all-around type of whatchamacallit. Sophie says, this Raw is flying by fast.
Is it? I feel like it's still in the first hour.
I didn't feel like it was very fast. Like, I don't think that...
Oh, she fell.
Not having commercials makes it faster because then they put weird stuff in there.
Well, yeah, if they would have had matches, because they could have done like 4 or 5 matches in that first hour.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
Then done their talking in commercial segments. Would have been okay with that.
Like cut in.
Yeah.
Like, you can do the commercial here. We don't want to hear Miz.
What's he saying? Nobody cares.
This is a good spot for Esther. Do picture in picture.
Chris says, theory time. And Film says, P.S. Did you get my question about Ripley? Did she wrestle? Is she wrestling Nikki A.S.H?
No, it was Esther.
It was Bianca Belair was the one wrestling Nikki A.S.H. and Bianca Belair won. James Satella says, is Sami Zayn going to be at Elimination Chamber?
As of now, no. And I don't think he'll be there either because he's Syrian. And there's something going on with Syria in the Middle East, but I don't know what it is.
So if it says, I kind of like having the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view on a weekday than a weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty cool on a Thursday, isn't it? I like that.
Yeah, but it's still in the day, so it's not so bad, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Roberto says, have a good night. Bye, Roberto. Thanks for hanging with us. Robbie says, D, why is your mates, the Z-listers, out tonight? Dom, Damian Priest, now Austin Theory. They ain't mine. The only one in that list I like is Miz. And, you didn't put him on the list. Figured you would. You guys all hate him.
No.
Sophie says, we are almost at the end of the 9 p.m. hour.
Depending on where you're at.
Almost, but not quite. Almost to the end of the second hour.
Are you in the central?
No, Sophie is in Eastern time. Vindicator says, Travis, who do you think on Raw should get the Daniel McBryanson treatment and get a 60-minute match and still keep you entertained?
For 60 minutes? I like Kevin Owens. He could definitely do it. I mean, if he has the wind. Seth Rollins is another Ironman type. Trying to think if there's somebody that's a little bit small. Maybe Austin Theory, but I don't know if he could roll for 60 minutes. Who else is over there?
I don't know.
Ricochet's not there, right? Or is he? Where's Ricochet? He's on SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going up against Ridge Holland and those guys.
Yes. I had to think about it for a second because I'm like, huh? Yes, because he was just had another match with Ridge Holland.
Yeah, I'd like to see like Ricochet and Kofi Kingston go an hour. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday, 8 p.m. early for AEW.
See
All right,
ya.
Walter. See you then. Robbie's like, LOL, Miz ain't a Z-lister, D. Oh. Well, everybody else says he is. Or Chris says Finn Balor. A 60-minute match. Person.
Oh, I forgot about Finn.
Sophie says, one good thing about having the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view on the weekend is that people who usually miss it when it was on the weekday could watch it live at home because they aren't at school or work.
Right.
Film says, how many women's matches we got for Raw? One so far. I don't know if they're going to have any others. They haven't really given away what they're having.
Who would they do? Liv Rhea? No. Rhea... I don't know who else there is. I guess they have Carmella and Zelina Vega. I forgot about those two.
Yeah, they're around.
So they could do a tag team match.
They're the tag team winners, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, they have those.
It's one of those things. They're like, hey, let's make a tag team champion because we don't have any other tag teams to go up against them. And we'll just let them keep the belts.
And we're like, who is it? I'm like, I forgot. Vinegar says, and Travis, who's your 60-minute Iron Woman? Or certainly wouldn't be Lita. LOL.
Oh, gosh. I don't like the idea of watching a women's match for 60 minutes. I'm trying to think.
Of who could pull it off. What was that one we watched that was actually really good that they went for a really long time? Wasn't Charlotte in that one? Yeah,
Charlotte's usually really good in the longer one. Maybe an Asuka Charlotte. I know she's not on Raw, but that would be good. Asuka Charlotte for 60 minutes.
Yeah. Sophie's like, how's work going, Dee? Yeah, it's going. Robbie's like, Chris, is Finn a Z-lister?
He is now. I don't think he was. But
Who is he?
It does definitely look like he's the guy up there pushing other talent over.
Sophie's like, who will be the mystery woman in the Elimination Chamber?
Bailey. Get everybody's hopes up.
Lots of guesses on that one.
Asuka. I'm good with either of those two. I'm okay with Bliss too, but I don't think she'd win, so I guess I could do Bliss and Becky at WrestleMania. That'd be weird, but would it even be a main event? Would people be excited to watch it?
I don't know if they would be. James tells us Seth Rollins deserves a rematch with Roman Reigns. Yeah, you think?
He will get it. It's going to happen. They're going to push that down the road, though. Old Austin Theory. Cannonball. He said, suck it. Boom.
Ooh.
Like Dewdrop.
Like Dewdrop. Sophie says Charlotte versus Ronda and Brock versus Roman.
I don't know if I could go Brock Roman for an hour.
Yeah. Vindicator says Lynch versus Sasha could do 60 minutes. I think they did the first woman Hell in a Cell match.
Yes. And that was awesome with the sticks and all that. You know, Bailey and Sasha did a really good job with that too. Mm-hmm. I really liked that one. But the one with Becky and Sasha, that was sick. When they would like put the sticks through the cage and they'd get up on top of it.
Uh-huh. Where I think Sasha got hurt. Did she get hurt in
that
one?
Yeah, she got hurt in that. But
Sophie says maybe Dakota Kai or Lacey Evans. Yeah, for your mystery woman. I don't know if they're ready to pull up Dakota Kai into the Elimination Chamber stuff.
Yeah, that's a little out of her league, but that would be cool. Or her or Raquel Gonzalez if you're going to go that route.
Boom says, I agree with you, Travis. They need to move on with the Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns feud.
Yeah, I wish that wasn't happening. And they could still not have it happen. There's plenty of time for that not to happen.
So it says, before Goldberg came back, people thought Seth versus Roman was going to happen at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Right. I mean, I'd be okay if Seth took the title off Roman also. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Right. Film says, I would be okay if they did Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, do Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. But would you have Drew win the title? That would be the real tough question. Because I feel like you have to have Roman lose the title at WrestleMania. And they are doing it to a babyface if Brock's there.
Right.
Even though he's not really a babyface. He's a babyface.
Austin taking it to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens like, no, you don't.
Oh, shit. That'll end your career. 1, 2. Austin Theory just gets that shoulder up.
So it's like we got 2 matches confirmed for Mania so far.
No, we do.
We do?
Yeah. Both of the Royal Rumble winners said who they were going to wrestle. So.
Oh, that's right.
Ronda's going to go with Charlotte. And Roman's going with Brock. Or Brock's going with Roman. Oh, shit. Knocked his tooth out. Stunner. It's over. Well, Austin Theory just lost. 1, 2, and 3.
Kevin Owens,
KO.
your winner. Take a selfie. Just kidding.
Right. Kevin, watch your back. Although Kevin, not the guy you want to beat up after the match.
Right.
He might beat you up then, too.
Vindicator says Lacey needs to return ASAP. Bring some juice to that division. She can turn over mom life to her hubby.
Yep. She can, too.
Chris says Shotzi in Elimination Chamber, but she's still off TV. Yeah, we've seen her in the back that one time.
And she's on SmackDown. They're not putting any SmackDown broads in there.
Film says it would be interesting, but I'm probably sure it won't happen just because Sasha Banks is still dealing with her injury. I would like if WWE booked Sasha Banks versus Rousey.
Yeah, that would be great. And Charlotte versus Lacey. They could easily pull that off. I don't know how. Because why would Ronda want to even fight for the non-title? You know, it makes no sense.
Exactly.
Meaning that they'd have to put the title on Banks for that to happen, and they're not going to do that.
Sophie says, I'm surprised we got matches confirmed for Mania this early. Last year we didn't know what the Mania matches were going to be until a month before Mania.
Yeah, it was tough last year.
Film says, oh, forget about it. Forget what I just said. I hope Bliss doesn't show up at Elimination Chamber. She won't. Sophie says they are saving Drew versus Roman for later this year. And Jacob says, what is Ronda's kid's name? I have no idea, dude. You'll have to look that one up yourself. Sophie's like, will Elias never come back to TV? He has to come up with a gimmick that they like. He came up with one and it was not well received. James says Asuka is the mystery woman.
Arcade Roga party next week.
Like a toga party?
Yeah.
Sophie says, who will Sasha face at Mania then? And Pepper Owens says, I won. Hee hee hee.
Probably Esther again.
Chris says Orton teaching young
I
Riddle about Elimination Chamber.
Maybe Lacey Evans, maybe?
Who will Sasha face at Mania? Maybe. Oh.
They don't have a lot of women over there, so.
Film says Asuka. I will be fine if it's Asuka, not Bliss. Sophie says they were heading towards Charlotte versus Lacey for Mania last year before Lacey got pregnant.
Was that only last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not due back then. It takes a while. I mean, it took Becky forever.
Yeah, but Lacey is a little bit different, though.
She's already in better shape.
She's a Marine. She knows what discipline you have to do. She's already had a kid and done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a little bit different on her end. Oh, look, everybody. You get to listen to Lita.
Lita's all right. A lot of these, wrestling fans like her from when she was younger. When she was all piff.
A film says, I don't want Bliss's beautiful, feminine, sexy armpits to be covered up in long sleeves at Saudi Arabia. Boop. Boop. Saudi Arabia. Boop. Vindicator says, if Lita is not the main event, then that last match better be worth the wait. Jacob says, it's the prettiest legend, Lita. You guys are funny.
Nothing wrong with her. Except for she has no butt. Get
She's
a butt.
Old. It's fine.
I've met her, but I've never like hung out with her or anything.
Right?
Jackie Joyner. She was an Olympian when I was in high school.
That's what you told me. Then you had a slow dance with her.
No,
Oh.
Her sister-in-law.
Oh.
Flojo. Florence Griffin Jr., the fastest woman in history. Like.
Oh.
See, Jackie Joyner's like famous, and a lot of people might even get those two mixed up. But Flojo is Florence Griffin, and she is a totally different woman, and she was faster. She was the extreme of athletes.
Ah, I see. Sophie says both Raw and SmackDown women's divisions don't have that much depth.
No.
Not anymore.
Definitely SmackDown. SmackDown has nothing.
Ramit says Jeff Hardy, brother Nero, join All Elite Wrestling 10-3-22, and Keith Lee are being Elite 9-2-22. Kenny King, John Impact 5-2-22, and Lance Storm, John Impact 5-2-22. Nice. So it was like people think that the Shane McMahon firing is part of some storyline.
Yeah, it does make you wonder.
It could be. Who knows, guys? Like, raw reality, nobody knows what they're really thinking or what they're doing sometimes. Jacob says, didn't her and Edge get caught once?
Well, I know they did the sex scene, if that's what you're asking.
Maybe that's what I mean by getting caught. It says, Jacob also says Jackie Joyner is from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says, here comes triple timing Lita. And Film says,
Yes.
I want Bliss's sexy armpit run wild and be free.
That's Flojo.
Oh. I am pro sleeveless wrestling suits for women, but I am anti long sleeves for women's wrestling attire. Sophie says Riddle versus Orton at Mania. I think they're going to implode finally. Think they're going to have their implosion and it's going to happen at WrestleMania.
That's weird.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Sorry. I was staring off into space.
Don't do that.
All right. Sophie says it looks like we might get Becky versus Bianca at Mania, where Lita fits in at Mania. That will be interesting. Maybe. I don't know. Supposedly, it's supposed to be Lita versus Becky at Elimination Chamber. That's supposed to be happening.
See, it's right here. See, Flojo Griffin is her, and then Jackie Joyner is sister-in-law. She's the actual brother where Flojo got her name.
Oh yeah.
She married
her
basically.
married name is.
So Florence Griffin was her name, and then she was. But so blood-wise, she's not related to Jackie Joyner. And she would smoke Jackie Joyner in a race, by the way. But Jackie Joyner was good. I'm pretty sure she was a gold medalist also.
Yeah, I think that's what they show her as. James Sotelo says, you think WWE will push Omos? I don't know.
Yes and no. I think they'll push him to a point, but I don't think they'll push him over the top. I mean, it would be cool if he was like a big champion or something, but there's Veer. Are they going to release Veer? Put him against Omos in his first match. Have him lose. Just kidding.
The weak within the head.
This is a little longer one.
The patient predator. It will not be contained for much longer. Soon he's going to have his trophies.
Coming to Raw soon? Nope.
Coming to Raw? We don't know. Let's see. Chris says Lita and two-timing Bex, two of the finest skanks you'll ever meet. You got triple timing Lita, the OG hoe. And then you got two-timing Bex. She hasn't been in a women's locker room in nearly 3 years. Sophie says, so far, it looks like everybody on both rosters don't have roles leading into Mania this year.
Yeah, they'll start piecing it together after this next pay-per-view. Because they have nothing but time after that. No.
let's have this recap. So it was like, usually before the Rumble every year, we get hints on what matches could take place at Mania. Not this year.
No, there was a few injuries and such. I think we're going to have Baron Corbin and the Scottish Psychopath. I think that's going to happen at Mania.
Right?
Because Madcap and him have gone twice now. Day one, and now it's going to be at the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. So it'd make no sense if he wasn't eventually involved.
Right?
Or Happy Corbin, whatever.
The film says, I want my armpit goddess. Heart, heart, heart.
That girl skis went shooting everywhere.
What, when she landed?
Yeah, watch.
Oh.
I guess one stayed on her foot. It was actually supposed to pop off too. They're supposed to come off when you're rolling.
Wow, that looked not fun. Her run 3 is a icky.
Oh, that got a huge boo. There's a big pop. Why would Becky... They're talking about Becky, but why would she be in the Rumble?
Sophie says, unless they add a pay-per-view out of nowhere for March, like they sometimes do that for some reason.
Right? Do you remember Payback? Oh, here comes Becky.
Jacob says, I want a girl with tattoos. And Sophie says, Naomi versus Sonya at Mania, since they have been building to that forever.
Who is it?
Naomi versus Sonya.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. Gosh, that's a long time away still.
Film says, I don't see Lita's armpits as attractive in my honest opinion, but you can have her, Jacob. It's cool, dude.
Probably not at all.
They all have the man stuff.
That old Ronnie's gone running scared. She went to SmackDown.
Right? She was like, no, no.
I love that she just calls people the randomest shit. Esther, Ronnie. Ronda Rousey's Ronnie.
That's a good name for it.
That was my dog's name growing up. So it's even funnier.
Sophie says, I wonder how long they had Ronda plan to win the Rumble, and if they couldn't get Ronda, I wonder who was the backup plan.
Charlotte, maybe a unification thing like they're doing with the dudes if they're going to go that route.
She's telling Lita why she initially said no, by the way, everybody, if you want to know what Becky's saying to her. Vindicator says, Travis, what the fuck is Becky wearing?
Like a halter top or something. I can't, like a bra that's shiny.
Better shit than she normally wears. Some of the crap she wears is like, what the fuck? At least this isn't too what the fucky.
Her face is all turned down, so she always looks really sad.
Which one?
Becky. See her eyes?
Aw. What a good way to put it, I guess. James to tell us says, how big is the WWE ring?
I think it's like, we've looked it up. I think it's 22 feet. But it could be, it's 20 to 24 feet. I'm not 100% sure.
Sophie says, Lita is the female Goldberg. She gets a championship match for doing nothing. The Texas Death Dealers in the chat. Hey, Texas Death Dealer says, I wouldn't want to touch Lita with a 39 and a half foot pole.
39 and a half foot pole.
I wasn't born to be a champion. I fought to be a champion, that sign says back there.
It's so Becky's idea to be this heel. And nobody wanted to go through with it. And I don't think it's working very well.
For her to be a heel?
Yeah, because the fans still cheer for her anyways.
Yeah. In different places. Some places they don't really like her, but most of the time they are. Jacob says, Travis, did you see Paige's new look?
Yeah, she's a pretty girl, isn't she? Old Paige.
True speaker.
I just want to wrestle the best.
Punk rock dumpster diving Cade. Film says, who will win in a hairy armpit match?
Oh God.
Rhea Ripley or Becky Lynch? I choose Rhea. What about you, Miss T and Travis?
Ew.
I
don't like hairiness.
I'm gonna say ew on that, dude. I'm okay with the armpit talk. I just don't like hairy armpit match talk. It cringes me inside. So it was like Brock should have taken the next pay-per-view off since he won the Rumble. He is already in the main event of Mania. Why is he fighting on a pay-per-view for the other brand's championship?
Right, and then it goes, hey, is that going to be a freaking main event match because Brock's in it? Does that mean Roman has to go on first again? Or are they going to do that match first? Because Brock only wants to go first or last.
Right. Jacob says, yep, and just like my Lita. The Texas Death Dealer says, well, it's not that they don't like Bex, it's because she's with Meth Rollins.
Right.
Film's like, I might have to give Monday Night Raw honest 5.6 out of 10. James says, does WWE and AEW and TNA have their wrestlers on strict diets?
I don't think so.
I don't think they can
I would
do
assume
that.
WWF or WWE has some sort of nutrition programs that they follow. But like Esther, she looked a little softer tonight than she's looked for, the past year.
Right.
I noticed it in her belly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like it's out of control. She still had abs.
Yeah.
She just had something over the top of them. So I think they cycle
You'd have to. It's really hard on your body to do
stay
that
just
stuff
lean.
that
Like
way all
Charlotte,
the
how
time.
lean she is. I don't know if you remember, but just 2 years ago, she was kind of fluffy. And she looked good, by the way. There was nothing wrong with it.
God, look at that panda bear.
I see that. Oh, so I thought she was going to hit her with a man slam. Alita. Twist of fate.
Sophie says since Edge and Lita is on the same brand now, that will be awkward with their future interaction given their history.
Look. Lita's showing off her thong. Oh, don't do this.
Oh, God.
Don't do this. Okay, she did it.
Commander Martha of Chicago says twist of fate.
And it happened. She landed it. Oh, God, that person just landed on their back.
Ouch.
Usually they land on their skis a little bit.
Like, well, I guess I better go get my skis.
I just leave. Watch this. Watch this landing. I'm going to give it a 4. Because it looks like it just paid full.
Kapowie! Oh.
That's what happened to McKenna. She didn't even go to school today because her neck hurt so bad.
Oh, geez.
She's got whiplash. Like that. That girl's going to have it too. Uh-oh. Sonya's hurt. Rhea. Or Rhonda.
Oh, yeah? Rhonda attacked her, so now she can't go against Naomi.
You got a good suit game. Yours is okay too, but loved it. Well, of course you are. I thought he was in it.
No, I think he lost to Austin Theory for it. My phone says, I love my WWE women's hair armpits. Uh-huh. Yes, we know. I love making up women's armpit matches. Yes, we understand.
Woo. What? By the way, he's going to be at WrestleMania. I know they're playing this drama.
If they didn't, it'd be like...
There'd be a riot on your hands. Everybody...
Sophie says the Brock Lesnar Elimination Chamber spot should have gone to someone else like an Orton or Shelton Benjamin. Commander Martha says Twist of Fate. The Texas Deathler says Battle of the Redheads. Vindicator says boo, small time Specs Bex is a cowardly cheap shot artisan who wouldn't even handle a broad who I happen to like, by the way. But she won't win at the Chamber, probably at Mania.
No, I don't see her winning.
Somebody says, imagine if Lita beats Becky at Saudi Arabia. Jacob says, yeah, remember Ronda put her in the arm lock. Yep, she did.
Dude, you've got 54 days. Chill out.
Right? Bum says, who win an armpit deodorant match? Bailey or Raquel Gonzalez?
Oh, God.
I choose Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey's better at everything than Raquel.
Vindicator says geriatric board. I'm in, but you still cool, Lita. You still cool. Geriatric bra.
Oh, we do have Liv Morgan. Here she comes.
Jacob says, armpit lover. I am going with Raquel there. And she's not wearing sleeves. Lucky you. There, film. You better have your TV on watching the sci-fi because she's there. They're like, we can't say anything more about her, so she grew up a WWE fan. Oh, also, she bought her mom a house. Like, what?
Is that what it said on her?
Yes. Like, all right, let's be as lame as possible here. I was like, okay, one last women's armpit match. Who would win in an armpit shaving match? Summer Rae or Nikki Bella?
Doudrop is going to win this match, right? She has to.
I would think so, but I don't know anymore. Film's like right on Jacob, and Jacob's like, look, armpit lover.
Liv versus Doudrop. Who wins? Everybody at home, tell me your winner.
What's your dog doing?
He's in... Well, he can't be in the garbage. I don't have any garbage. I took it out. I can go. Unless you want to.
It's fine.
Unless you put something in the garbage just lately.
I haven't put anything in the garbage.
I'll be right back.
Jacob's like, who's hotter, Tamina or Nia Jax?
No.
If you're saying just their faces, I would go with Nia. Vindicator says Liv and Lita should have tag team tonight. Take those belts off useless Vega and Mella.
No. Bad. He found the tree.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he didn't open them though.
Oh, good.
No.
He's like, I'm starving to death. You don't understand.
He's like, this diet can suck.
I don't like being on a diet. I don't like it at all. Poor guy. Vindicator says Liv will shock everyone and put Doudrop in her place. Film says, to be honest with you, Jacob, probably Nia Jax, not Tamina. The Texas Death Dealer says Travis had to leave for a sec because he saw Liv. No. He had to leave because our dog decided that he needed to get into something. And lately it's been the garbage because he is starving to death. And so Travis went out there to see what he was doing. And I guess he got the treats off of the kitchen counter.
Yeah, he's on a diet, so he's a dick now. Just like anybody else would be.
The medication that he's on made him gain quite a bit of weight, and so we're trying to help him lose said weight because he's a little bit of a big man right now, and he needs to not be that big.
118-pound German Shepherd.
Yeah. And it's not like it's all like muscle. It'd be different if it was muscular, but he got so chunky he can't jump the fence anymore, and that's probably a sad thing. I mean, it's good for us he doesn't jump the fence, but it's not good for his body. Let's put it that way. Poor guy. So he is not a happy camper. So he gets into a lot of stuff now. Jacob says, but you know, Tamina's dad is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Jacob says, can I pet him? Sure. Come on over. Give him a big pet.
It's kind of a dick. But after he calms down, pet him.
He's not so bad, but he's kind of a hyperactive little poo. As Film says, yes, Liv Morgan. And the Arlington Undertaker says, KO says he loved Texas and we love him. I don't know about that, bud. Pretty sure the Arlington Undertaker is Chris Akane. How you doing now, Chris? You went out and came back in, did ya?
Yeah.
They're totally good about saving on prescriptions.
Right now it's just a commercial, so nothing's happening. But we do have Dewdrop when we get back versus Liv Morgan.
Yes.
Did that start while I was gone? Or is it still in the
No,
same commercial?
it's still a commercial that you left with. It was just Liv came out and that was it. Philip says Liv Morgan's armpits. Oh, yes. And Jacob says, oh, wait, you live in a different state. Yeah. We live in Idaho. No. Nobody is. Sorry. Chris says, had to come back because I saw Liv as well, LOL. Film says, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably sure to Liv Morgan's going to lose to Dewdrop. Yes, even I want her to win, but she's probably going to lose.
She's got a plaid bottom because it's so fast.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you get going so fast, it goes plaid. I've seen it on Spaceballs.
Nope.
Science.
Jacob says, I've always wondered what the potato state looks like.
Looks like a gun.
It looks like the state of Idaho. Remy says, you did a good job. All the best to your future ventures. Stay happy, healthy, always. Thanks, Remy. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Give us that thumbs up. Woo! Oh, no. Why is she dwelling on it? Almost.
Oh, my God. Why are you still talking? Oh, my Lord. For me, it's like Liv Morgan is much fit, deserves in all elite wrestling.
Why would it be the main event? You're not going to be in the main event, sweetie.
You're not main event.
Not every match is the main event. Why does everybody keep saying they're going to main event WrestleMania? There's only one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brock and Roman.
Jacob says, I have seen Spaceballs. It's a spoof of Star Wars.
Yes.
Philip says, yeah, I think Liv Morgan should just stay with WWE. Arlington Undertaker says Dewdrop is going to hit a Yokozuna bomb on Liv, but wouldn't mind if Liv hit it on me.
Right. Tis she. Tis nice.
Nice doesn't make it there in WWE. Can't be nice. It doesn't work.
They need to book her like Vader. Even put her in a mask. Just crazy. Beat the shit out of people.
She can splatter them. She's already talking about those bombs.
So that was Vader.
Yeah, let's not do that to her.
You don't have to do bald.
Well,
I mean, just book her like him. I'm not saying dress her like him. All right, they're locking up. These two cows. The power lies in the hand.
The two heifers out here just going at it.
He's Queen Buffalo.
For me, it says, last night I saw Royal Rumble 2020. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville eliminates Mercedes Martinez. DMD hire Mercedes Martinez to her Thunder Rosa. Right? They did hire her. You can see her on Rampage mostly right now, Mercedes Martinez.
I like her. She's not bad. What was she? She wasn't Reckoning. What was her name? I can't remember hers.
I don't remember hers.
That was a long time ago. Oh, crossbody.
She was not in that little group for a long period of time, so I couldn't tell you.
She's like, send me back.
Chris.
Oh,
LOL,
picture in picture.
calling them heifers.
Well, I like to call, when the dudes are wrestling, I say these two big bulls. And so when I try to lock up the women and they're cows, and so it sounds fun. So she switches it over to heifer.
There are a bunch of heifers out there. Jacob says, so Travis, I have a question. Where did Dewdrop come from? NXT UK. I can even answer that
Yeah,
question.
she was.
Her name in
Piper
NXT
Nevin.
UK was Piper Nevin. Was her name. I can actually answer that one. Vindicator says, problem is Dewdrop is too slow. People can't get into her matches.
Yeah, she's slow, but she's not sloppy. Liv is sloppy, but a little quicker. So it is what it is. It's hard when these women don't practice a lot. It doesn't look like they practice a lot. Maybe when house shows come back, everything will be back to normal. I don't know how many house shows they're doing. I think they're doing some.
Right.
But Liv needs time. She needs reps. Lots of reps. Feel bad for all the women, to be honest, and the men.
Mm-hmm.
But you think they could practice whenever they wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're not going to do any house shows. Okay, can we just go to the performance center and train? And just wrestle somebody over and over and over.
Right.
At least that's how I look at it. Practice. Practice makes decent. Perfect practice makes perfect. It's a Baltimore Orioles theme. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Perfect.
So don't practice shitty because you're not going to get better. You got to practice with fundamentals.
Yes. Let's see. Jacob says, so can we call the NXT people calves? Calves? What?
Old calves.
Why
The
would
baby
we call
cows.
them baby cows.
Well, because they're in NXT.
Oh. Film says, but the only women are in the WWE that I like is Bliss. Still waiting patiently to see them so bad right here, right now. 2022. Come on, WWE. Let's just let her wrestle. Vindicator says, but Travis, who do you think would win in a Dewdrop versus Nyla Rose match? Too slow ass cows.
Yeah. Obviously, right now it would be Dewdrop, but I think in their primes or whatever you want to call it, I think Nia Jax.
Not Nia. It's Nyla Rose. Yes.
Oh, Nyla Rose. Never mind.
I don't think that that's a really fair matchup.
I don't.
Because
so
one of them's not even a woman.
Dewdrop. That's a tough one. There again, depends on what show they're on. But I think Piper Nevin over there would still be dominant. So.
Right. But we do have picture in picture, and
Liv just tried to hit her with a clothesline, and it did not work. And into the ropes.
Throwing herself at her, kicked her,
shotgun drop kick,
and then fell down. And she's like, "Oh my God, she's
not
do
crying.
you not go down? What do I do?"
She's not crying
now
yet.
She's got caught. Now she's screaming and kicking.
Well, hopefully they don't end it during a commercial.
Very nicely by Dewdrop, by the way. Dewdrop was very nice about throwing her down. Oh God,
that's
that wasn't very nice.
That could do it.
She's like, "Here, let me sit on you."
No, Liv kicked out.
Liv's like, "I'm out of this shit."
Liv's like, "I only have 2 ribs left, but it's fine." She's like, "I might have the COVID. I can't breathe."
Did you hear him? He said, he's like, Liv threw everything but the kitchen sink at her.
I just don't understand this by Dewdrop. The girl can't do any offense to you, yet you're going to grind her down so she can rest?
Yeah.
Did you notice they're both in plaid?
Yes.
Just noticed that myself.
Liv has 2 different colors of plaid on.
I wonder if Liv is wearing plaid because of, what's her name?
Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby.
Possibly.
Because I don't remember her wearing plaid. She always wore the white and blacks. The solid colors.
When she was in their little group. Mm-hmm. I think once she started doing the tag team shit with Ruby, she started wearing the plaids.
That time that worked.
She got a little more momentum on that one.
Liv might win this if she can get up. She's all laid out.
Film says, like I always say, Bliss's armpits are always my number one. My second is Mandy Rose, and third is armpit queen Charlotte Flair. And Jacob's like, do you like Nyla Rose? Yeah, she is pretty. I'm not a big fan, Jacob, of Nyla Rose.
No.
I'm not a fan of trans. Sorry.
What do you mean you're not a fan?
In the women's sport.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people are divided by.
All right.
Across the country.
All right. Film says,
oh,
hey,
619.
I love talking to my favorite people on Wrestling Gab. It's Travis and Miss D. Yay! Did he find another bag?
Sounds like it.
Sounds like he's doing something. I'll go this time.
All right, that might be it.
Got a
1,
runner.
2. No.
Oh.
The Deuster.
Dewdrop got out of it.
Liv almost had her there. Dewdrop's going to get her second momentum, and it's going to be over. Calling it now. Did he have anything? He ate a whole stick of butter earlier. Yeah, with paper and everything. 1, 2. No, Liv kicked out. I thought that was going to be it. Yeah, I was cooking my fish with a stick of butter.
Yeah.
And I cut, you know how it has numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, you know?
Yeah,
so I cut a 2 out. And then when I went outside and I came back in, it was gone. So there was 2 ounces or whatever was gone. Oh, that's got to hurt. Liv's going to be hurt here. Dewdrop. Yokozuna slam. That might have just done it, guys. And it's over. Dewdrop. 1, 2, 3 or 100. Yeah, she pinned her in the corner. Yokozuna style. Don't get hit in the back when you're making faces like that, Dewdrop. It'll make your face stick. Better off dead. I can't tell if Liv's crying or not. She kind of almost looked like she was crying. So earlier tonight, they're showing some more Alexa Bliss stuff here. You got all sorts of little blondes crying. So next week, a little bit more Alexa Bliss's journey back. I put your muffins up there because the mice.
Butter I had out, and then I put the butter up there with the muffins, or my biscuits I made.
Anyways, we are at a commercial break. I'm watching some alpine skiing. It looks like females alpine skiing.
Is that what it is, females?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell earlier.
They're just very thin.
Let's see. Let's see. Chris says Liv kicked up. Film's like not our. Film's like go Liv go. Jacob's like true armpit. And Film's like yes I am the true armpit lover. Thank you, my good friend Jacob. Jacob says Travis, you know who I want to see on the main roster sometime? Braun Breaker.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're all kind of waiting. That's the anticipation. We're going to have that for probably WrestleMania next year. I would assume he'll be back on the, or not back, but on the main roster.
Right.
He'll have the title for a while, though.
What are they? I thought they were bringing up. What's his face?
Tomasa, or
yeah, and
not yet. Him and Braun Breaker are a tag team right now.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he took the championship away from him?
Yeah, they both like set up. They're like together and they get knocked down and then they sit up and then they just start like and then patting each other on the back, like literally. It's pretty. It's they're like this great tag. They're all like.
Oh God, how
it's actually really goofy but funny.
Funny. Chris says, "I told you she won with a Yokozuna slam."
She did too.
Rob says, "Liv dumpling clean in house." Vindicator says, "Pathetic. I don't understand this Liv Morgan losing streak. Now she has no momentum to ever fight for the title again. She will likely ask for a release soon and go to AEW. She's in the Elimination Chamber, Vindicator. What more do you want? Like, she's relevant. She's going to a pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. That's a big thing to be proud of for her."
Yeah, she has no momentum, but she never really had momentum in the first place. They just have her on TV week after week after week after week.
They have to put her with somebody and do something with her.
Right.
It's not like she just got beat up in 5 seconds and it was done.
No, that match lasted a while.
That lasted pretty long, which is really good for her because I think it gives her good practice in all reality. Jacob says, "Armpit lover, we are going to be like RK Bro. I'll be the tit lover and you can be the armpit lover."
Oh, God. Jesus.
Oh, Lord, guys. Chris says, I have to read these. Chris says, "More bliss sex therapy sessions coming up." And Film says, "I love Wrestling Gab, the YouTube channel.
Here it is.
I hope this channel reaches to 1 million subscribers." Because you guys.
So they're going to do another session?
Thanks, Phil.
They're doing another session. Oh, wait, that was last week?
I guess that was a recap thing. That's progress.
She looks like Morticia Adams.
Looks better than what she normally has been wearing her weird kid stuff.
Then she went to the mall.
Excellent, he says.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
It's Lily.
Is it Asuka?
I don't think so. It's Lily. Buttons. Yeah,
Oh.
see?
Hold my anchor.
I love it. After she beat her up with a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread. Oh, jeez.
But it sounds like she doesn't even know who Lily is.
Oh.
So that's progress.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Seth.
Vinicare says she is just go through the motions and wrestling out the remainder of her contract at this point. Film says, "Do you think Toxic Attraction might make it to the main roster? Yes or no?"
Yes.
From me with honesty. I would like for them to make an appearance but not stay on the main roster.
Yeah, like be the only tag team champions and all the women's, and just do all the women's, have a one tag team champion.
Jacob says,
nice.
"When do you think we will see Gable Steveson?" after WrestleMania.
Yeah, right. I mean, he could be at WrestleMania. We might start seeing him like a couple weeks before Mania. And he could wrestle somebody like Chad Gable or something. What am I looking for?
These are the guys, by the way.
Yeah.
On the skiing part.
Yes.
Jacob says that, and Vin says, but no real reason for her to stay since Sarah Logan has not signed. No, she was just a quick sign-in for the Rumble. Jacob says Wrestling Gab is the best channel I watch. Aw, thanks, Woo! Jacob. Chris says maybe they should send Liv back to SmackDown and maybe have her feud with Shotzi. It can give them both something to do.
Yeah. Give them a little bit of time.
Bliss looks so hot. Hairstyle. Bliss talking about Lily. The film says Bliss just get rid of the doll. No offense. That doll is cringe.
It sounds like she's already forgot what it was. Because now she's seeing a monster. So she's making progress. This must be the main event already.
Renee Zellweger is going to be on a sitcom.
Yes.
The thing about Pam.
Yeah, she's the murderer. She like killed her husband or something.
She's a little chunky.
Yeah, she likes that. She did that on that Bridget Jones stuff too.
This is different, and she doesn't even look like Renee Zellweger anymore. I swear she's had too much work done. These women that have all this money and they go get this work done and they don't even look like themselves anymore. It's so
like
creepy.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's like, who are you? You're creepy weird. Nobody knows you.
Old Riddle.
Let's see. Jacob's like, Travis, have you ever heard of Gable Steveson?
Yeah, we've seen him a couple times.
Yeah. He was the Olympian that won in
just this year.
Wrestling in the Olympics.
Last year's 2021 Summer Games, he won a gold medal.
Chris says, Meth Rollins, cringe promo.
Commercial time. So he came down with 30 minutes left. Well, about 29 minutes left. So by the time they get going, there's going to be about, 15, 20 minutes left?
Maybe if you're lucky. That might be what happens. Who's he going up against now? Riddle?
Riddle.
Riddle's
got to win tonight, then at Elimination Chamber, and then he'll be the world champion. Then he'll go headline WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Against nobody.
Against nobody. Against the nobody.
It's Randy Orton. Which I could see happening. I feel like since Rick kind of left the business in like a bad way, they're probably looking to have a champion pass him.
Oh, yeah.
With 16 championships, and he's got 15. Randy does. I think he has 15. So they could have him win at Mania.
Right.
And then lose it, and then just win it, down the road. The end of this year or early next year. So he can get 2 title runs within just a couple months.
Right.
I don't know if they'll do it, though.
Eh.
It just depends on how they want to treat Rick. I mean, it's funny because...
I mean, after his little tantrum about the name thing, I just lost respect for him. It's like, seriously, dude? Like, just let somebody else have it. It's fine.
Well, what's funny is he was never the man. Like, I've watched Ric Flair my whole life, and he was never the man. His saying was, to be the man, you have to beat the man. And he was referring to himself, but he never called himself the man. He just said the whole saying.
Yeah.
To be the man, you have to beat the man. Meaning, he's inferring that he is the man. But he never said, I'm the man. You got to beat me. He never said that. He said, to be the man, you have to beat the man.
So my reasoning is correct to not like what he did. Because in all reality, he has nothing over it. He has nothing over it that would make even a remote sense.
The man slam. Now it's the man style, or what do they call it? Her slam.
I don't know. The splash, man splash, or
it's the man something slam.
Something like that.
Silliness.
It's dumb.
Man style slam or something.
Yeah. Jacob says, where's my best friend Arvid lover? Film's like, I'm starting to like Jacob. He's a pretty cool dude to talk to. Film's like, I'm here, Jacob. Jacob's like, Arvid lover, we need to go get those tag team titles. And Film says, haha, good one. Film's like, what's going on with the tag teams for Raw? Honestly, they need to step up their game. The Academy has them.
Yes, and they're not going to be used for a while.
They're not doing anything except for feuding intellectually with RK Bro. And I don't know if there's... If you were watching earlier, the Street Profits had a fight with them and then said, oh, yeah, you just let them set up that they were going to be able to have their...
#1 contendership.
Yeah. Have their rematch for the stuff. So.
Right. So is that going to happen? No, because he has a match. So that's not happening at Crown Jewel or whatever this is called. Mm-hmm. Elimination Chamber.
Right.
Meaning it will have to be at Mania. That's just weird.
Yeah. It is weird. Cube says, what would me and our Brit Lover call ourselves? I don't know. You guys will have to come up with your own name. I know nothing.
No, never heard of her. No. In the world are these shows? Resident Alien.
The Angry Beast. Jacob says, Travis, are you watching Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes, we'll be watching the Super Bowl.
Definitely will be watching the bowl of soup. I have no horse in the race, but I'm going to be cheering for the Bengals. On 3 or 4 different reasons. One, I think it would just be cooler if they won it. Because they were such a shitty team for so long. Mm-hmm. Like 3 decades. They were good in the 80s, though, when they had Boomer Esiason. Icky Woods. You guys remember that team? They're like, no, we don't.
Who is that?
They played the 49ers, I'm pretty sure, twice in the Super Bowl. Who did 49ers beat in the Super Bowl? They beat the Broncos.
Maybe.
Bengals, for sure, at least once. That was the big comeback that they did with John Taylor caught the touchdown to win the game.
Oh,
that was against the Bengals. They almost lost that game. That's why they called him Super Joe Montana. Because he led that comeback with Rice and Taylor.
Yeah.
He set up they were like, they needed like 80 yards and there was like 2 minutes. And he gets in the huddle and everybody's nervous. And he goes, look down there. And they're like, what are you looking at? He's like, is that John Candy? And the whole team just relaxed after he said it. Is that John Candy? They're like, I guess if he's not nervous, we don't have any reason to be nervous. And then they went down to 1.
That's funny.
Is that John Candy?
Jacob's like, how about Wrestling Gab as our manager? And Film says, okay, Wrestling Gab, I have to get going. Bye. Peace out. God bless America. God bless WWE.
Woo!
And bye, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye, fam. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
See ya.
Jacob's like, delete that. How old is Travis? How old do you think he is?
I'm 12 years old when it comes to boobies.
Film says, bye, Jacob. Good talking to you. And I'm not sure what our names would be. I say call us the double WG on the block and be their manager. It could happen. Jacob says, do you remember Ed Reed? He was a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And weird
old Ed Reed.
Vlad.
He was
Vlad.
Was safety, right? Ed Reed.
I don't know.
For the
Sounds
Baltimore
Jacob.
Ravens.
Peace out. Our match has started with Seth Rollins and old Riddle out here. Didn't take long for Riddle to come down.
No.
Jacob is guessing that you're 25.
Good. I like it.
That's
we'll take it.
It's a good number for Travis. We'll leave it at that. Might be 26 though. He did have a birthday last month. Just beating his face over there. The ref didn't like it. He's like, you can't do that.
Seth was his boots don't even match his outfit. I mean, not even a little bit. Like his outfit is like blue flowers and like a dark blue with light blue flowers.
Okay, so that blue and green are basically what the Seattle Seahawks colors are.
Sorta, yeah, I guess.
That
Their
bright
boots.
green.
His boots look like Seattle Seahawks boots.
Green. And then the dark blue. I don't know. It's weird. Phil says a WWE debut are a bit lower. That's my nickname. But you can always call me Film Nation. 2 different names. It's fine. Bye.
Oh, he missed.
But bye, Jacob.
That's terrible
Peace.
when you do that right there, because you're out. Your Olympics are over right there.
Oh, he's off the track.
Yep.
How did they get multiple runs on
No,
this one?
That's it.
This is a one and done thing.
You run 3 or 4 times, but if you run out like that, it's called a run out. You're done.
Like you're completely
Right, done.
like you don't get another run down the mountain.
Nope.
What?
It's called a run out. Like you can't do that. Like if you go down and you wreck or anything else, you're fine. But if because you get several runs, but if you run out, you're done. Like it's a big deal. And this mountain, they were showing some of the corners. There's a lot of just blindness. They took a guy down, like a professional skier was skiing down with a camera.
Yeah.
Just to show the blind. And all of a sudden there's just a cliff. Like it looks like there's nothing. It's just horizon. And then all of a sudden there's a turn. Like, and they didn't get a practice.
Huh.
Like a lot of these guys didn't even get a practice because of the COVID. There's just too many skiers. So you got like 1 or 2 runs and that's it.
Well, so is a USA guy, so he's out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible. I feel bad for those guys. You get one freaking shot, basically. Like I said, Jason would always be like, well, wrecked. Every time, like, how'd you do? And he'd be like, I wrecked.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Do you wreck every time? How are you good? Like, how are you sponsored if you wreck every single time?
Huh. Chris says Ed McMahon versus Vince McMahon.
One of them bringing you money and the other one's taking your money.
Yep. Jacob says, I'm guessing Travis is 25 like me and Dalitha, so are you. Cool. I'll take it. Run with it.
She actually has a birthday tomorrow.
Yay for me. Birthdays. They are doing picture-in-picture if you guys are watching.
Riddle just got poked right in the eye, it looked like.
Oh my god, he poked him in the eye? Seth likes to go after eyes. He's gross like that. Such a weirdo.
He'll take your eye out. That's Malachi.
Jacob's like, I have to go to the mechanic tomorrow. My check engine light came on.
Ouch.
Yeah, those aren't fun.
Speaking of which, you need to go get some rotors so I can put them on tomorrow.
Speaking of which, I have a service engine soon light on my own vehicle.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably that stupid whatever thing, air thing or whatever that's down below.
The EGR or whatever.
Yeah, there's a paper up here for it.
Yeah, it was up here somewhere. All right, Seth Rollins rolls into the ring, gonna pin Riddle 2, and Riddle kicks out. Just barely, though. They need to go back to their wrestling because it's so tiny.
It's so tiny. He's got him in a headlock.
He does. He's got him in a
side headlock. And the ref's like, are you okay, Riddle? Riddle's like, I'm cool, bro. Because he can't help himself in his weirdness.
No. Is anybody worth saving?
On the planet? No.
No.
Just get rid of him. Get rid of everybody. Jacob's like, are we related? Probably not.
Do you have the same birthday?
Riddle's up in the corner on the top rope. Oh!
Riddle, dumb. Seth's
Seth got
too
up
good.
and pushed him in the calves. What a jerk.
Seth wins this with a curb stomp.
Yeah? Is that what he's going to do?
Yeah. Seth's the better wrestler.
Well, of course he is. He's a veteran. Jacob's like, I hope NXT is cool with Joe tomorrow. Oh, it should be.
It could be.
Lots of energy. Things happening. Stuff's going on. Who knows? I don't watch it, so I don't know.
1, 2, and he kicks out. Just barely.
He kicked out, but it could have just reached for that rope back there.
He could have.
Jacob says, no, my birthday is September 6th. Oh.
Oh, dang. That's a ways away. Right at the end of summer. All right, Seth running into the corner. Riddle, nobody's home. It's picked up. Just a backdrop into nothing.
He had any water. Oh, he's chewing on something again.
Seth Rollins getting poked in the eye. Now he's getting a payback of his own medicine. Riddle, big forearm. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a man slam there.
Hey, no.
All right, little backdrop. Riddle got his knees up, though. Seth still got the advantage, but Riddle is definitely getting back into this. Spills out to the floor. The little backdrop. Riddle going up top. Soccer style kick right to the chest. Riddle jumps up. Spinaroomy. Lands right on Seth's head. Oh, that person wrecked. Brutally. Hopefully they're alive.
Do they get another chance?
Oh, he's in a wheelchair. So that must have been an older... See his neck and all that?
I guess he didn't survive it very well.
Oh, no. Oh, Kevin Owens!
Like, so remember when this happened? Here he is.
Are they going to turn this into a tag team match? Is there enough time? Oh, there's plenty of time. We might get a little tag team match coming up.
So Kevin Owens came out and attacked
RKO.
Riddle
Yeah.
to help Seth.
Yes.
Jacob's like, so is WWE going to be on Sci-Fi now? Just for this week.
And next week.
And next. It's
So 2
just
weeks.
because of the Olympics happening. That's the only reason.
And NXT's going to be on it also tomorrow night. So don't go to USA unless you want to watch the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says, what is going on with your channel and Joe?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just doing different things.
Chris says, I'm surprised Rollins is working with Riddle. I guess they squashed their beef.
Rollins and Riddle? What?
Yeah, wasn't that the whole thing with Becky and Riddle's wife and all that stuff?
They're adults.
Dudes are different.
They're
Dudes
adults.
are different. Sophie's like, how are you liking the Olympics, Travis?
I'm loving it.
Pepper Owens is like, my neck. Jacob's like,
Those Russian
what about
figure
AEW?
skaters are on another level.
AEW is on its normal now channel for 2022. TBS, right?
Yep.
It moved over to TBS. Zoe Ziegler's in the chat laughing,
Hey,
and I'll
Zoe.
see you Friday.
All right,
Zoe
we'll be
Ziegler.
here. We'll also be here Wednesday if you want to watch some AEW. Lose the weight for good.
Yeah, lose it for good and shit. All that
I
good
swear I
stuff.
don't lose weight anymore.
Yeah,
I feel better, look better, but my weight stays the same.
yeah. Jacob says, I guess after tonight I'll see you Wednesday and maybe have a new name.
Changing the
you know
name.
what I left there? Damn it. My wireless mouse. Son of a bitch. It's my mouse. It's mine. Mitzi is in the chat saying nobody is safe from the RKO.
Oh, he missed it.
Chris says, hello, Riddle is like bros over hoes. I don't know about that, but...
He married one, not a bro. But the latter.
Ho. Old hoes. The Super G is what that's called, huh? Well, American did finish it. He's in second right now. That's cool. Jacob's like, me and Chris are the bros. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Oh my gosh, they have commercials everywhere.
Who are the hoes? They're annoying flesh monkeys.
Sweet. Weird. Much.
Acknowledge
my
you.
next victim.
That's my next victim.
Vindicator says single match morphs into tag match that nobody asked for. How predictable. Well, you guys take care. Sleep tight. Don't let evil bugs bite and all that jazz. See you for Dynamite, guys. Adios.
Right.
Bye, Vin. We'll see you on Wednesday for AEW. Who knows what's going to happen there.
Oh, we can believe it.
Why is Adam Pearce out there?
He probably came out and made it
Oh,
official.
he came down and made it official. That's why he's there. It's a good thing that we had that Riddle versus Seth there.
For no reason.
Jacob's like, maybe I will have the last name called Punk Wednesday. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Whatever floats your boats.
Cooking meth. Oh, Seth clotheslines Randy all the way out to the floor.
So, Kevin, get up. What are you doing? Stop
He's
sitting
like,
on
get
the
up.
job."
I need a tag team partner. I got RKO'd. What do you mean?
I'm trying to
No
get my neck
excuses.
better.
And their little lamp lit up his back. It was actually pretty funny looking.
Jacob's like, I don't like MJF. That's what makes him such a good bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Heidi from Staten Island says Orton's like that shark in the Jaws movie franchise from Spielberg when they go in the water, but they don't come out.
All right. And the girl's like,
Is it because they RKO him out of nowhere and that's why?
yes.
The girl couldn't swim away.
No.
The spoof part in whatchamacallit's hilarious.
Scary
Ace
movie?
Ventura.
Oh. Oh.
He said that Shark Tank.
It's not Snowflake. It's not Snowflake.
He's trying to like swim away. He's like as he's being dragged the other way. Jacob's like, is Randy the oldest out there right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably by about 7 years. Possibly more.
Yeah, I don't know how old they are. I don't really know their ages.
I think all these ones are in their 30s and he's in his 40s.
Right?
Or if he's not in his 40s, he's close. I think he's probably 40, 41.
Well, it's hard because he started when he was 18, and I don't know when he, if he was in 38, that'd be 20 years ago. So.
Pretty sure he was the youngest heavyweight champion of all time at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Brock maybe passed him, but I can't remember. I can't remember who the youngest all time is.
Forehead axe handles.
Yeah, double axe handle.
Why would they do that? It's so bad.
Oh shit, stepped on his hand. Yeah, Kevin Owens likes to stomp on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Seth's going after his hands. Oh, now he's got his eyes, or his nose, or his face, something.
Doing something with his face.
Drop the elbow right in his orbital socket.
That's very nice of him. Kevin's like, my head still hurts. I got RKO'd, man.
Look at the width of those skis. They're so goofy looking.
Mm-hmm.
But everything nowadays is just science.
Oh, excuse me.
They're almost like snowboards. How they're shaped. Oh, double stomp right on Riddle's chest. Randy's like, just tag me in so I can beat both of your asses. What the hell are you going to do on your phone with big-ass gloves? Maybe he's doing a live video or something. Like a live chat.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it looks like he's talking to it.
I know, it's awkward looking. So maybe he is. Oh, is he going to get over there? Oh, Riddle's trying. Oh, nope.
Big clothesline.
Taking advantage of him not being able to
He's
get
like,
to his
"Oh, no."
tag partner.
Randy's like, seriously, dude.
Jacob says, Randy is 41 and the others are in their 30s.
Yeah, everybody's getting older.
What? That's so
I was
weird.
watching this like a few years ago, and I was like, oh, all these guys are in their late 30s, and now all those guys are
Old
in their
and gone. And
early and late 40s. Like Finn Balor's old.
Right?
I remember when Finn Balor first came up, and who was the other one? AJ Styles. They're like, AJ Styles is there. This is so great. And I'm like, I thought you wanted new people. And they're like, oh yeah, he's new. And I'm like, no, I get that he's new, but he's the same age as John Cena. I was like, what's the difference?
Right?
Like, you're just trading an old guy for an old guy? Because that's when John Cena quit, was about when AJ came.
Right?
But people were excited for AJ, and I'm like, it's the same guy. I mean, it's not, but same age.
Right. No, I know.
And then Finn Balor was the same age. And shit, at that time, I think they were like 36. It's funny because now they're in their 40s.
That's funny. Jacob says, wasn't KO in Ring of Honor and the Viking Raiders?
I don't know about the Viking
know.
Raiders. That's crazy if he was, but look at his parents. They're all excited. All right, Seth's going up top.
Is he going to be able to do it?
He's going to fly. 5-star.
Oh, nobody was home. Riddle flipped himself out of the way just in time.
Randy's climbing up in his corner slowly.
It's like, oh my God. Well, he got attacked earlier, so.
It's going to happen, though. Riddle's going to do some sort of move here. Randy's got to get up there, and he'll do it all quick because right now it's all drama. Big ripcord. Now Randy's up there. He's ready. He's poised. He's like, get some. Riddle, hot tag. There it is. Big clothesline. You're going to see that power slam that him and only a few others do. And it's right there. Bam. Get some. Randy Orton got them both in trouble. There's that DDT. After he hits this, you know when RKO's coming up. Okay, now watch. He'll get down and start slapping the canvas.
Jacob says Viking Raiders were called War Machine.
Yeah.
I remember they had their name was different. Everybody talked about that, but
There it is. No, Seth
pushed him.
throws him in. He tagged. Nobody's seen the tag, though. Riddle comes in with that ripcord, whatever it's called.
Kicks and knees and weird
Picks
stuff.
him up.
He might.
No, not with that Judas effect.
Oh my God.
Seth's just so good. There, elbowed him in the back.
There it is.
Curb stomp. It's over.
Bummer.
Unless Randy can get in there. Randy's getting up. Oh, he's too far away.
He's too far away.
Seth's too good for the Riddle. Seth, what are you doing? Why are you giving me? Why are you choking me?
Why are you hugging me and kissing on me? It's weird.
He would have won the match anyways, so to turn it into a tag team match made no sense to me. That's what I had called before anyways, remember?
Right.
I was like, oh, there it is. Maybe they could do that on the pre-show. Kevin Randy. I'm okay with it.
That's fine.
Well, they need a pre-show match.
As Jacob says, bedtime now. I have to work tomorrow morning. All right, Jacob. See you later. Pepper Owens says, finally. And Chris says, no Zelina tonight. Nope, no Zelina.
No Zelina or
Pepper Owens
Camilla.
says, ow, not my neck again. Nope, definitely got another RKO for you. Yep, RKO out of nowhere, Travis, Jacob says. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us tonight for some Raw. We'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite.
Dynamite.
You guys take care out there.
All right, everybody. We'll see you in 48 hours, 46 hours, whatever it is. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.